It is the MJ Morning Show here on a Friday. Welcome, folks. And hey, it's a 50%er right now because I am here as usual at 6 o'clock. Fester is here.
Amazingly.
And I'm looking at two blank spots. I'm looking at two empty spots. I've got no Froggy. I saw that Froggy is not going to be in today because of a headache, apparently. Which, by the way, I'm thinking about a brand new Hal Herman show today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've got a brand new Hal Herman game show this morning, and Froggy's not even here to do Hal Herman. So, hey, I'll give you that concept in just a bit. And I look where Roxanne is typically sitting, and there is no Roxanne sitting over there. Now, I have not checked my texts yet.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There's good news and bad news with both of them.
All right, so Roxanne says, I got delayed by my children, but I'll be there soon. And that's at 5:57. So Roxanne just texted that to the group just bing 4 minutes ago. All right, so right now and you're yawning. Man, I tell you, you're just sitting there going,
I mean, I yawn all the time.
You know what? You do.
I do.
Is it something medical? I don't want to bust on your butt if you're having some kind of medical episode, but dude, I'm telling you, I'm not making a big deal out of this. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm not trying to poke at you. I'm just saying that I notice that you are yawning incessantly during the show. You're yawning. Sometimes, listen, I'm not staring at you the whole show, but I'll see you yawning maybe a dozen times from 6 a.m. until close to 10 a.m.
I don't think it's a medical episode.
Dude, you just slammed the microphone into your eye socket. What? That would be narcolepsy.
No, what? What did I miss? We back? Whoa.
Did you hurt yourself?
No, a little
You
bit.
just slammed the microphone in the bone just below your eye socket.
I was aiming for the fattier part of my face.
No, you hit the... You could have taken an eye out over there.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
I feel
Holy
good.
crap.
So Froggy has this habit of when he does call out for a migraine.
Yeah, you ever notice it's on a Friday 99% of the time? Is that where you're headed with this?
Yeah, I was like, this is awfully convenient.
You know what's funny? I got to tell you guys. So
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like I've hit a wall this week. I don't know what it is. And maybe back from
Well,
vacation.
you're not too late.
No.
You walked in like a minute and a half late.
Yeah. So I was so beat yesterday. I came home. I went to that Rays game, and I just plopped on the couch.
What Rays game?
The company Rays game.
Every year, our company,
Oh, yeah. I saw an email
in
about
lieu
that.
of better benefits or more pay,
Yeah.
they drag us to a Rays game once a year.
But the health insurance is $2,000 a paycheck. Health insurance is $2,000 a paycheck. But hey, we got some bad cheap seats. We'll take the whole crew to a Rays game, and it was supposed to be a meet and greet with Wander Franco, and
they had them all lined up to be there a couple weeks ago.
They said, "Hey, bring the kids."
I'm going to pull my daughter out of middle school, and he's like, "No, don't do that. No, don't." Don't do
so,
that.
what were you saying, Roxanne?
Oh no! So that was a ton of fun, and I'm glad I went. But it is like it's a different thing when you start your day so early.
What time were you at the Trop?
I was at the Trop. I got there about 2.
Oh.
And then
So you got there about 2, so
Yes.
you had to leave at what? What time did you leave?
I left this station at about
1:30?
1:40.
Oh, wow.
1:40, yeah.
So it's magic.
So you missed half the game.
So how'd you do the afternoon?
Afternoons.
Yeah, or the
I
midday.
called in.
Yeah.
I called in during my hits.
Wow.
And I called in from
okay.
Is that magic?
Whoa, it's magic. Yeah.
But I was
Zempic.
Can we just acknowledge that the midday show is recorded? Can we just say
not
that?
always.
95%
But
of the
I
time.
had to leave for a company event.
Listen,
yes, there were
I mean,
other midday people who did the same thing. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. It's no faux pas. We're like, oh, I was here till 3. No, you weren't. It's okay.
So
every station does it.
Froggy's not here. Roxanne has made it. So I thought when I saw a text that said that I got delayed by my children, but I'll be there soon, and that's at 5:57. I thought that might have been a 6:30 kind of deal.
No.
Show up.
No.
Which I don't know what I would have done.
Right. What would you have done without me? No, but you know what's funny is I was just so beat, like, feeling like you got run over by a train. And I thought,
by just going to a baseball game?
No, it's just everything, MJ. It's not like this job. I know people think, because I met a fan yesterday, he's like, so what else do you do? I was like,
hold on, I don't have no idea what you just said.
Okay, I met a fan who was talking about the show and was like, okay, so what else do you do aside from the show? And I'm like, that's my job, So I know it seems like an easy job, but I was just tired yesterday. And I said this morning, I might call in sick. And then I thought, I can't, because I bet Froggy will call in sick today. Like, that popped into my head.
Really?
Yes. And then I looked at my phone and I was like, oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up later this morning, Hal Herman with a brand new game show. Yeah, Hal just texted me a short time ago, and he's rolling in. And it's amazing. Froggy's not here, and Hal Herman is going to be here later this morning with a new game show. And with Froggy out with a migraine, Hal Herman is launching a new game show called Headache or 3-Day Weekend Break. So headache or 3-day weekend break. I guess Hal Herman wants to drill a little bit on Froggy because it just always seems that there are debilitating migraines on Fridays. It's just amazing how that happens.
You know what? He's good at protecting himself from burnout.
I think he's going fishing with Big Lou.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope my buddy feels better. Feel better, Froggy.
Yeah, feel better.
Hey, the monkey story from yesterday. The monkey hanging out at the Popeyes drive-thru.
Yes.
And that happened here in Florida. Hold on. I had to print the story again. We did this yesterday, and I just realized this. Oh, man.
It was over by Orlando, right?
Yeah,
Longwood.
yeah. I just realized this, that we pulled the monkey sound effects. So I used those yesterday, but I didn't realize that Andrew also pulled the...
Would you like to touch my monkey?
Oh, man, I could have used that yesterday.
Damn it.
Son of a... Yeah, where did this happen?
Longwood, right?
Orange City. So was Longwood, was that another story?
I don't know. I remember we joked about the name being Longwood. And
No,
Froggy
no.
chuckled.
Longwood was the 5 women that were clogging the toilet intentionally
That's right.
at the chicken wing place that we did yesterday.
It was a chicken place story. That's what I got confused. My apologies.
Popeyes and then chicken wings.
Yes.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. So there was a crazy story. A woman spotted a loose monkey spotted in Central Florida, and it was scaring this woman who was at a Popeyes drive-thru window. So Kimberly Villalobos told Fox 35 in Orlando that she saw the monkey at Popeyes Wednesday morning. And it appeared in the restaurant or near the restaurant about 9:30 a.m. She noticed that the monkey appeared to know how to navigate because the monkey was like running in and out of traffic and everything. So
that's just called survival.
Yeah. And then I didn't realize this, but then we discussed how there are like a couple of hundred wild monkeys running around Florida, and it's fairly common. There's a park called Silver Spring State Park, and it's about 60 miles away from where this occurred over in Orange City. And apparently the population, it was estimated at 190 monkeys back in 2015. But this caused people to question some of our pronunciation on the program yesterday. So I've got to get into a pronunciation issue because some people thought that we were deliberately mispronouncing a monkey name on the show.
What?
Yeah. And I know it sounds bizarre.
Oh, my.
We'll get into that a little later on here on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, my God. I had somebody blow by me on the Howard Franklin this morning going seemingly 125, 130 miles an hour. Hold on. That story next. On the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Back in a second, Pat, with traffic.
Here we go with the crowd.
Here, 6:21 Friday morning. A lot of crap on the way today. I saw a guy flying on the Howard Franklin Bridge on the way in this morning, 5:25. Actually, it was a little late for me this morning. I was running just a little bit late. My new time to get here is earlier than the previous time. And when I stopped doing my afternoon show, I just kind of rearranged the schedule a little bit. I like getting here a little earlier, just get a little more prep time prior to the show. And I'm on the bridge, 5:25 this morning. So I'm running about 10 minutes late. Should have been about 10 minutes earlier this morning, but I wasn't. And I'm just minding my own business. Traffic. You know what's amazing?
Yeah.
Is the difference of traffic at like 5:15 to 5:20 versus the traffic at 5:30 to 5:40. It's a major difference.
Yeah, in the 5 o'clock hour, those little 10-minute increments
It
mean
does.
a lot.
100%. Absolutely. So the difference in like a 15-minute increment, 10 minutes, 15, it is major. The number of cars on the road at 5:20 on the Howard Franklin Bridge versus 5:30 or 5:35, it is dynamically different, right? So I'm just tooling along, and I got a car. I think it was a Chevy Malibu. And I don't know, I couldn't even see the license plate. I don't even know if it was the unmarked Pinellas, I believe Pinellas deputy or detective, whoever, that I see, sometimes in the neighborhood and then getting on the Howard Franklin. Maybe, once, twice a month I see this Chevy Malibu heading over to Pinellas. And I kind of surmised, getting off at Ulmerton, I'm guessing it's going down to the sheriff's office complex. But, this particular Malibu, kind of a fast driver. I mean, typically I'll see 85, 90 miles an hour. I can't hang.
Oh, that's
right?
nothing for the Malibu.
Right. But hang on a minute. This morning, it was a Chevy Malibu, blew by me. It had to be 125, 130. I had no idea that a Chevy Malibu could go that fast. I got to be honest.
Well,
And I couldn't even see the license plate because I know the license plate of the unmarked police car that I see occasionally. So I know that license plate. I couldn't even ascertain whether it was that dude. Man, this thing, it was like, vroom! I mean, it was like, hey, Andrew, do we have the NASCAR sound effects? Can you dig the... But it was unbelievable how fast this driver was going. If somebody switched lanes, it would have been a crash for the ages on the Howard Franklin. Parts would have been strewn all over the place. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's what it was like. So I don't know what was going on. I have no idea if it was the unmarked police car, but I've seen them kind of light things up on the bridge to kind of get around. Yeah, I've seen that occasionally, but I don't think it was him or her. I don't think it was, but just crazy. He's got to be careful out there with some of the speeds that some of these folks will do. Absolutely insane. Crazy beyond belief.
yeah, be careful out there.
Yeah. Hey, I've been holding on to this item for a couple of days already this week, and I just want to get this out of the way before I forget again. But who is more likely to fall when texting and walking? If you were to guess. So a little early quiz here on the MJ Morning Show here on Friday. Who is more likely to fall while texting and walking, if you were to guess? So I have not given you any parameters like demographics, whether it's male or female, what the age category would be. Roxanne, you're raising your hand like you're in fourth grade going,
Yes.
ooh, 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 teacher, pick me. Ooh, 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 pick me.
Ooh,
Yeah.
pick me. Women. Do I need to be more specific than that?
Please.
Well, Roxanne.
Klutzy women.
No.
Oh.
Now I'm going to guide you a little better. It
Okay.
is not gender related.
Well,
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
how about that?
then I
So,
will go.
'Cause I
You're
was picturing women in heels.
you're immediately going for the woman. Why are you attacking women already? We're only 25 minutes into the show, and you're attacking women.
I'm attacking myself because I've probably done that. I've definitely probably done that. I'm clumsy and
If it's
in
not
heels.
gender-based.
It's not gender based. So what would it be?
Amputees.
No.
They come in. They come in both genders or all genders or however it's defined now. I mean,
No, it's
dwarfs.
No.
Dwarfs. Little people.
young people. It's demographically, age-wise.
Youth.
Young people are more likely to fall while they're texting and walking simultaneously as opposed to walking without texting. This is a new study. All right, who the hell said, you know what, for my doctorate, my thesis is, I mean, who the hell came up? Neuroscientist and engineer Dr. Matthew Brody and Dr. Yashiro Okabubu, they've conducted the study, and they wanted to perform this study to see if the often talked about issues and dangers of texting and walking simultaneously were real. Oh, don't text and walk. Listen, I'll admit something. I don't know. What's today? Friday? This was last week sometime. I was doing my walk, and it was at dusk. It was getting dark, and I was involved in, I wasn't texting, but I was involved in reading a story on my phone, and I was not on a busy street. I was on a residential street in my neighborhood at a cul-de-sac, so there's no traffic. It's not like I'm going to get run over. I'm walking in a cul-de-sac, but I'm engrossed in a story that I'm reading on my phone while I'm doing my power walk, and I walked into the neighbor's trash cans that were pulled out. Listen, I'm admitting it. So it had to be, it was either Monday night or Thursday night last week. I'm trying to remember when it was.
Did you knock over the trash cans and you were lying in a heap in a pile of trash?
No, but I walked in. I mean, it's kind of amazing. You're walking at fairly, low speed, 3-4 miles an hour, and walking into a trash can. It was like, ouch! I kind of banged my wrist into the trash can. I walked right into the trash can. I didn't fall over. I wasn't texting. I was multitasking. I was reading an article, show prep while I was walking. And I probably shouldn't have been doing that. And I think it was last Monday because I would remember, it was sometime last week, but I know it was the night before trash day because that's why the trash cans were out. And I walked right into the trash can on the street.
When you have your head craned down looking at your phone, like if you're holding it by your belly.
I don't know if you can crane your head down. I think you can crane your head up.
When you're in your head looking straight down.
Yeah, it's not a crane.
Right,
crane is
forget
up.
It.
Yeah.
My point doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
I don't give a crap. No, go ahead.
Dude, I'm just...
I don't. Next time I hope you fall into the garbage can.
Well, dude, just spit it out. Come on, what were you going to say?
When you look down at your phone,
thank you.
You have
But you don't crane down. You only crane
Jesus.
up. All right, I'm screwing with you, man. I'm screwing with you.
I don't care.
You ostrich down.
Okay, listen.
right?
So you're looking down
Yes.
as you keep walking. You have absolutely no vision forward. I mean, you can't see 3 feet in front of you.
And well, a lot of times though, you do have like some situational awareness or your peripheral vision. But I'm looking down, and I was so narrowcast. I was so tunnel visioned on my phone that I had no idea that I was walking into the neighbor's trash cans.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm admitting it. I did it. But according to these two scientists, it's teenagers. They took a group of or young people, rather. It's young people. So these two scientists and authors and professors, they took a group of 50 undergraduate students. They put them in a simulated environment along with random threats and hazards, blah, blah, blah. Students were asked to walk across a tiled hazardous walkway in this neuroscience research building at the university. This happened in Australia. The students wore a safety harness during the test and were asked to walk without texting, and then once again while texting. They had to text this. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Wasn't that an old typing thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it contains, I think, all 26 letters. So it's A, B, C, A through Z. That sentence, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, that I believe contains all 26 letters of the alphabet, A through Z.
Wow,
Yeah,
it
so
does.
it is why they did that. So then they noticed that, I guess, younger people, they are more prone to fall while texting and walking.
Okay, well, let's debunk this with real life data. You just shared your story about falling in the trash compactor. I hit my head
No.
recently.
I
just kidding.
didn't fall into a trash compactor. I walked into
I'm
a
kidding.
neighbor's blue City of Tampa trash can.
I just bumped my head on my friend's closet the other day because I was looking at my phone. I was walked into her closet.
What? You bumped your head on the closet while
Yeah,
you're texting and walking into a
Yes.
closet?
Yeah,
How low are her doorways?
very low.
Very
Very
low.
low.
Mommy, Roxanne won't come out of the closet.
She'll bump her.
Roxanne, come out of the closet, Roxanne. Roxanne, come out of the closet. Dad, Roxanne won't come out of the closet.
Really? Oh, let me see if I can help her. Let's see what I can do.
Funny South Park episode. 6:32 at the MJ Morning Show. Great pile of really good stuff today. Excellent morons in the news next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Q105, MJ and the Crew, 641. Let's do some early morons in the news.
Oh, hold on a second. What is this? What is this music? Why does it sound familiar? I don't know what this is. It sounds familiar, though.
Sounds chaotic.
It sounds...
Yeah, it's a mess. What is this?
You recognize it? Does it sound familiar?
You know what? It doesn't sound familiar now that I listen to it a little more. What was it?
Oh. Wouldn't you like to know what that music is?
It sounds like an audio track to my day. Starts off nice and sweet, and then it's just chaos.
Roxanne says it's, hey, grab her camera quickly. Hurry up. Hurry.
Oh, fuck.
What did you say?
She said,
for
for God's sake.
I thought you said something else.
No.
Do you have her camera? Do you have her camera on? Oh, look at it. Come on, do it. Look at this.
Look at her penciling in those
Roxanne's
eyebrows.
doing her eyes
I'm not
right now.
penciling them in. I'm brushing them.
You're
They're
combing your eyes.
wild.
Look at this.
They're always out
Roxanne
of
doing
place.
makeup. You know what? I'm going to ask the audience.
Yes.
I'm going to ask, do you know what that, before I get to early morons in the news, early MJ Morning Show audience, does anyone know? I don't think anyone's going to guess this. I don't think anyone's going to guess where this music is from. I will be shocked, I say, if anyone knows what this music is. I'll tell you what, I'll open phones up right now. Does anyone know? That caught Fester's attention, obviously.
I don't think I've ever heard it before.
No.
But it sounds familiar.
Yeah, you don't think you've heard it, but it sounds familiar.
It's weird.
It sounds like kind of like a mashup of stuff.
800-990-1047. Does anyone know what that music is? Does anyone listening to the early portion of the show know what that chaotic music is, as Roxanne put it?
Yeah. I almost hear like a little bit of like the Roadrunner in there. You know, when he's like winding up his feet, getting ready to run.
Or the coyote putting on his Acme rocket skates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
800-990-1047. No one's calling. I'm telling you right now, no one is going to guess what that is. I will be shocked. 800-990-1047. If anyone knows what this music is from, actually, lines are ringing. Oh no! All the lines are ringing. Get out of here!
Wow, really?
Every single line is ringing.
And you thought nobody would get it?
I don't know. No one's getting. Even though all lines are ringing, even though every line is ringing, no one's going to get the correct answer here.
I don't know.
All right, listen.
Crazy.
I don't think people are going to call in for a wild guess.
It is 6:45, and every single line is ringing. All right, let me start with Heather. I might have to put off morons in the news for just a minute. Heather is in Spring Hill. Heather, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Do you have any idea what that music is?
Yes, TSO, Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
No, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. It is not, but thanks for guessing, Heather. Kathy is in St. Pete. Kathy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. What is that music?
The Addams Family.
The Addams.
What?
No,
If you're tripping,
no. The Addams. Yeah. No, it is. Kathy, please don't take offense to this, but that was an awful guess. Thank you.
Awful, Kathy. Really bad.
but we love you, Kathy.
Tammy is in Clearwater. Tammy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. What is that music?
I think it's from Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. Sounds like Broadway show.
It is not, but you know what? My third grade teacher gave me that book, Joseph and the Technicolor. But thank you, Tammy. All women. No guys are calling in this morning. That's interesting. Oh, I see a guy just popped up on the screen. Joyce is in Largo. Joyce, what is that music?
I thought it was a Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but it's not.
No, it's not, but thanks for guessing, Joyce. You have a beautiful day, okay?
See you, bye-bye.
All right, Matt is Lakewood Ranch. Hello, Matt. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Yeah, MJ, I'm going to go with Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock. It is not.
No.
Folks, we've taken a detour this morning because I came out of the commercial break going into early morons in the news with this little rejoiner bumper. And Fester said, what is that music? It sounds familiar, but no, it doesn't sound familiar. What is this? So I decided to make a spectacle out of this and go to phones and see if anyone knows. I'm telling you, no one's going to guess this. Nobody. Every line ringing, and no one's going to get this. 800-990-1047. Man, I'm throwing things on its head this morning.
Yeah.
I don't even think we're going to get to morons in the news. I'm going to have to push morons in the news to the next segment. And I've got really, really good stuff today. Jackie is in Tampa. Jackie, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hello. Hi. I think it's Adam's Family, isn't it?
What's the second guess on that?
No.
no.
Now, wait, are you talking about the old original Addams Family or the new Addams Family, the Netflix? Wednesday, yeah.
Oh, it's the original.
No, it's not even close, Jackie.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks for listening, Jackie.
She seems so surprised.
Oh, Sherry in Newport Richie. Hello, Sherry. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning. I think it's a tricked out version of the Toys R Us Kids.
A tricked out
guess.
version.
I don't want to grow up.
I'm a
Yeah,
Toys R
I
Us
hear
kid.
it.
Yeah, okay.
What are you talking about? I don't hear it.
Tricked out.
It is incorrect, Sherry. But Sherry, have a beautiful day and weekend. Susanna in Newport Richie. Susanna, MJ Morning Show. What is it?
It's Disney. Disney used it.
They did not. But Susanna, thanks for calling.
Could you have given a more vague answer, Susanna?
Kev in Lakeland. Kev, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Yeah, good morning. I want to guess that it's the European dwarf hard rock. We're digging a hole. We're digging a hole. I'm not sure what
What the hell is going on here?
Kevin,
What is happening?
Kevin, is that a real band where there's European
That's
dwarf?
a real thing. I can't remember the name, but yeah.
The European
It's,
dwarf
a
band?
European dwarf hard rock type thing where literally we're digging a hole. We're digging a hole.
No, it's,
All right, we believe you.
I gotta look that up, man, because that sounds like my kind of music. I want to hear that.
Kevin, it is not. Robert in Gainesville. They're getting up to Gainesville. Hello, Robert. You're on the MJ Morning Show. What the hell is that?
The Merp song.
Robert, I have to tell you, my daughter was so excited yesterday when MJ started playing the Merp song.
No, see. That is the Merp song. Yeah, that's the Merp song. Man, no one's going to guess this. Hey, Robert, thanks for trying. Every line. It's 6:49 in the morning. Every line is ringing. Let me grab Paulie. I don't know where Paulie's calling from, but Paulie, you're next on the MJ Morning Show. What is it?
Hey guys, I'm a truck driver. It sounds like it's a mix-up of a song, but with the different musical instruments. I want to say it's the theme, Danger Zone and Top Gun, but it has a mix-up and it's kind of fluctuating a little bit with the different instruments.
Hey, listen, interesting analysis, but incorrect. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for listening. Thomas.
Hey, I got to tell you, MJ, some of the texters are saying that Shazam can't even figure it out.
Yeah, really. Thomas in Tampa. Thomas, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Good morning, everybody. That is Pig in a Poke.
Pig in a Poke. It is not.
Vacation.
Nope, it is not, but interesting guess. Thank you for trying. Man, look at the phones on this. You have a great day. Sandra, Tampa, you're on the MJ Morning Show. What is it?
I'm going to say Blue Man Group.
Nope, it is not. Thanks for trying. Let me grab Bobby in Lakeland. Bobby, MJ Morning Show. What is it?
Yeah, you guys had somebody made you songs. Time to wake up a little more, MJ.
Oh, another like Time to Wake Up, the old MJ. So it is not. Thank you for trying, though.
So it's not a custom piece that you had made. You're trying to rook everybody.
Jose in Dade City. Jose, what is that music?
I think it's a theme song for Bray Riot's introduction.
Hold on. The theme song for what?
Bray Riot for his wrestling introduction.
You know what? No, but I mean, getting a little closer though. But no, that's not what it is. But good guess. All right, I'm
closer to wrestling.
No, nothing to do with wrestling. Man, I'm getting late here. Holly's in Tampa. Holly, what is the music?
How about Bonanza?
What?
Bonanza.
Bonanza.
Oh yeah, this sounds like a 1950s. This is the music, folks. If you're just tuning in, asking what is this music from? No, it's not Bonanza, but thanks for trying. I got to go to break. I'm late here. Scott is in Seminole. Scott, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, MJ.
Yeah, what do you think it is?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
It is not. All right, man, one more and I got to go to break. And I got to get the morons of the news next.
Come on.
George in Brooksville. George, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, good morning. Is it the Truman Show?
It is not, but you know what? I can see why he guessed that. All right, this is really, folks are going to go, what? This is really obscure, but it is the theme song to the short-lived NBC series TV Nation that Michael Moore did back in 1994.
Huh? That's just slightly obscure.
No. So I was on YouTube checking something out, and somehow I stumbled across videos of the short-lived Michael Moore series called TV Nation from the mid-1990s. It ran on NBC, and it might have run on Fox as well. I can't remember. But
wow.
That's where the music is from. And I tripped onto this thing on YouTube last night. I'm like, oh, man, I remember that. And I remembered I haven't heard this in like 30 years, and I love the music. I remembered this thing. You know, just kind of had this kind of old, like, experimental kitchen sound. And then kind of chaotic sounding. So that's where the music is from, and I like it. And I'm going to use it. Okay.
That's pretty cool. It has that whole 90s vibe to it.
6:54 at the MJ Morning Show. My God, I am way late, but I will get to early morons in the news next, and it's great. Great stuff, I promise. Next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey. The MJ Morning Show on Q105. It is 7:02. I'm running really, really late this morning, so I apologize for not getting to the morons in the news in the last segment, but Fester took me down a rabbit hole.
I'm sorry.
Hey, that was a fun exercise, though. Could you believe the phones blowing up like that at 6:45 in the morning?
Yeah, it was a fun exercise until we realized it's a theme song from a dead show from 30 years ago.
Oh, hey, we're watching potential tropical activity. Did you see boom! Dennis Phillips from ABC Action News. Dennis Phillips, the chief meteorologist, is going to join us at 9:30.
What's the name of this one?
Well, there's no name yet, but there's a tropical depression, and this could turn into, this is like it started like on the Pacific side, crossing over Central America, and then into the north, the Northwest Caribbean, and could head up into the Gulf and impact the west coast of Florida here.
That's not a really conventional
No,
path.
it is not. It is not a conventional. Just things are weird right now. There's a lot of non-conventional crap that's going on. So right now, I guess it's a low. I don't think it's a tropical depression yet. It's like a low, but they're looking at potential formation. Listen, that's why I'm getting Dennis Phillips on at 9:30. So a couple hours from now, Dennis Phillips will join us at 9:30. What are the chances of this becoming a tropical storm, a possible hurricane, and affecting the west coast of Florida next week. So make sure you're with us at 9:30 this morning, and we'll get it right from the horse's mouth from Dennis Phillips, Chief Media, Mr. Suspenders, as my wife calls Dennis, will join us at 9:30 exactly this morning. All right, early morons in the news. And again, folks, if you were listening in the last segment and we just never got to it, I apologize. I'm so sorry. Just listen, sometimes things just happen. It's a very spontaneous live show. And sometimes things just take on a mind of its own. All right, early morons in the news. I don't know what's going on with food being chucked at people these days, but we had that lady in St. Pete that hurled a burrito. It was like a month ago.
I was at the beach, yes.
Yeah, some bar and grill at the beach, and some lady, some hell on wheels lady, chucked a burrito at her boyfriend, and I guess he ducked, and it smacked another patron in the face or in the head. Remember that story?
Yeah, of course.
We had that. We had numerous. We had a burger attack.
It started last year with a Whopper getting chucked at the back of a woman's head.
Oh, and that's when we stained the whole. We stained the whole logo wall here.
Then we had the burrito story. What are we talking about this time?
A lot of food fights.
French fries.
Oh, well, those are light. Those aren't going to hurt you.
No. Those are light, but if they come right out of the fryer, they're lava hot.
This is out of Arizona. Police arrested a 51-year-old guy, William Brennan, admitted hurling hot French fries in a cup at his wife at a McDonald's. So, what do you call that thing? It's the French fry. It's not a cup. It's the French fry. The holder.
Yeah.
What?
A sack?
No, it's
like
not
a sack.
No, it's
red
box.
It's the
the red box.
Yeah.
But they also come in paper.
Who says sack?
I don't know. All of a sudden,
it's a sack.
Listen, all of a sudden, you know why I thought that? Potato sack. Ever had the potato sack races? So then potatoes are French fries, and I picture the little paper sack thing.
Anyway, big fight between this husband and wife threw, I said cup because it said it in the story, threw a container of McDonald's French fries at his wife's face.
If you get the super size, that's a lot of fries.
And so someone saw this, then called the cops, saw the altercation. The caller called the police, then followed the couple. So this happened, I guess, in the car. This, I think, was a drive-through issue, and somebody saw the French fry attack. Another customer called the police, and then they pulled away after he witnessed the French fry assault and followed the car and were able to tell the police where they were going. Police pulled Brennan over. He came out of the car with his hands in the air, according to the probable cause affidavit from police out in Arizona. He told officers that he and his wife fought inside the McDonald's, but he didn't mean to hurt her. He said he threw the container of French fries at her head instead of his fist. That's what he told the cops. Well, you know what, sir? Then you have a nice day. Thank you so much. I threw the hot container of McDonald's French fries at my wife's face instead of throwing a fist at her face. Nice.
Honey, you pick it. Fist or fries? Which one you want?
Well, guess what? Doesn't matter what it is. French fries to the face, that's good for a booking on domestic violence in the county jail. Yep, domestic violence charges, an assault charge, and this could bring this dude up to 3 years behind bars for chucking McDonald's French fries at her face.
Ooh.
So think twice about that. Sack.
This guy.
You got sack on your mind? What's going on? Sack. Anyway, next moron in the news. This is local. Let's come right back here to Pinellas County. Guy arrested with his pants down watching a woman through her bathroom window.
That's so gross.
I'm sorry. You got a sack comment here by any chance?
No,
I'd love to hear it.
I was going to say he's sackless, but no, we don't know that.
A sack comment is actually more appropriate here than it is for the French fries.
That's why I brought that up.
I know.
I get it.
So this is right here in Pinellas County. Seminole man arrested voyeuristically peering through a Pinellas County woman's window, according to deputies. He was caught with his pants down watching. Ooh, how creepy is this? Man, just giving me the willies.
I mean, you're kind of busted, even if you're just standing there watching and someone comes up on you and sees you watching. It's like, I see you, you're busted. But when your pants are down,
yeah.
Whew.
David Lee Henning. You kind of want to say David Lee Roth, but it's
or Jim Henning,
or Doug Henning,
or Doug Henning. Yes, that's right.
Roxanne just mentions a random guy in her senior class.
That's a friend of mine.
Jim Henning, yes, Jim Henning. I know him. Yes.
What do you say?
Jim Henning.
No, you know what?
She just comes up with a random ass name.
I meant Doug. That's a friend of mine, so I don't even want to associate him with this person.
Bastard probably
but
lives
I
in
meant to
Carrollwood.
say Doug Henning. I meant to say Doug Henning.
So David Lee Henning, 71, dude. If you're 71 and you're standing outside of some lady's bathroom window with your pants down, peering inside, yeah, you got to reevaluate things, man. I'm telling you. So he was heard on body camera video. Once the police arrive, once the Pinellas County deputy sheriffs arrive, he's caught on the Axon body cam asking the deputies, hey, "Gonna pull my pants up?" Oh, my God. And you ought to see this guy. This guy looks exactly like somebody that would be 71 standing outside of a woman's bathroom window with his pants down. Yeah, so they started investigating because a woman called 911 and reported seeing a man exposing his junk and watching her through her bathroom window. Nasty.
A 71-year-old is not making a quick getaway.
Yeah. So Henning, Mr. David Lee Henning, he went through an open fence gate into this private backyard. And according to Pinellas County Sheriff's deputies, they caught Henning in the act. They actually came upon him while he's in the act, wearing no pants, no underwear, and he's just standing outside of this lady's window.
Where's that body cam footage?
Oh, my God. And this guy self-incriminated himself. He admitted to deputies under questioning that he would regularly do this. So how long was this guy peering through this woman's bathroom window? How long before he was finally spotted by her and she called the cops?
One of the texters said maybe he has dementia.
I don't think so. I think this guy is a perv, is what he is.
Maybe he knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah. He has no dementia.
Yeah, I don't think he has any lapse in mental acuity here. I just think that this guy's a sicko with his pants down, standing outside. He did it regularly. So he did this multiple times before he was finally caught. So he's been charged with voyeurism, 2 counts of burglary. Last I saw, he was in the Pinellas County Jail, and they're continuing to investigate.
What a creep.
That is pretty creepy.
Hey, and our apologies to Jim Henning that Roxanne accidentally roped into this story.
Jim Henning.
That's awful. This is an awful story.
No, he's one of my good friends.
Oh, really?
Here in Tampa.
And you're associating it with a peeping Tom with his pants down.
I
That's
meant to
great.
say Doug Henning.
That's great.
And you said Doug Henning.
You are a terrible friend, is what you are, Rox. You are terrible.
How could I have forgotten Doug? That's my husband's name.
Do me a favor. Just keep my name out your mouth moving forward, please.
Man.
Poor Jim. Poor Jim. Poor bastard.
Oh my gosh! Well, see, it was Doug Henning.
Yeah,
is who I meant to
get
say.
all of that.
It was Doug, and yet I couldn't remember the name Doug. How odd!
All right, 7.
So I'm offending everybody.
7:13 at the MJ Morning Show. All right, let me get on time here. I was running late. Now I'm kind of on time now, so we can start our hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ on time, and that's going to be next. And in fact, I have additional morons, which we'll get to. I'll sprinkle them in during the course of the program today. All right, I'm flying out today, and we got the close calls.
Oh, that's right. You're leaving on a big plane today.
Well, it's not a big plane. It's an Airbus 319, which is kind of a smaller commercial jet.
It's not a Cessna either.
Yeah, it's not. I'm leaving on a 747 or something, or an Airbus 380.
As a test. I was seeing if you knew what plane it was.
All right, hang on. And then Froggy's not here, and we're all suspicious on Froggy's absence today. So hang on. And Fester, you think we ought to talk about the bus driver issue that I brought up late in the show yesterday?
I think it's more relevant at 7:30 in the morning than
Right.
the last couple minutes of the show.
I did something in the last minutes of the show yesterday that Fester said, why don't you do that around 7:30 when everyone's getting ready for school? All right, fine, I'll oblige. That and a whole lot more, including the Riz. You know what the Riz is? I said the Riz, not something else, Roxanne. I saw you... I said the Riz. That's R-I-Z-Z, all right?
She perked right up.
Yeah, she did. Like she's on Percocet over there. She perked like she's on Percocet. She perked right up. All right, 7:14 back in a second here on the MJ Morning Show. Folks, don't move. We are packed. Now, Plan B air conditioning. 7:25, and we jump right in right now. An hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. 1 hour, 20 minutes, no commercials, no music, starting right now on the MJ Morning Show. Just enjoy the wall of content, the tsunami of content right here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, first, though, congratulations to Carlos. Carlos grabbed that VIP meet and greet with Mark Wahlberg coming up on Saturday at Lucan's Liquors on Dale Mabry in South Tampa. Mark Wahlberg going to be in town, and he's hanging out at Lucan's 11:30 to 1 on Saturday. Now, folks, you just can't walk in. It's a ticketed event, and the cheapest ticket is $50, but you get the bottle of tequila from Mark Wahlberg. So, I mean, it's really a deal. But I don't know if it's sold out yet. I meant to check, but you can check the Lucan's website to see if, because they did open up a few more tickets, but it might be sold out now. Hey, Andrew, can you see if it's sold out? I meant to do this before the show today, and I got sidetracked.
Yeah, it's going to be a cool event.
Yeah, it really is. Roxanne, you're going to go, right? So you want to meet Mark Wahlberg, and Lucan's invited the whole team down. I would go. I would be there because it's close to my house in South Tampa.
Right.
But I'm going to be in New York. I'm flying out later today. In fact, I got to make sure I don't get too late, and I got to end the show maybe a few minutes early because I got to get to the airport and catch a flight because we're taking the kids back to school this weekend, or else I would be there. I'm going to be taking Julian up to NYU with Michelle, and then we got to drive Chloe up to New Hampshire for her final semester at UNH. So, and speaking of that, you sent me something last night, which is a little disturbing.
What?
Yeah.
How is that disturbing?
Yeah. You sent me something disturbing. I'll get to that in a second.
Saved my ass.
Andrew, you're on the Lucan's website, and it looks like everything's sold out, right? All right, so all of the different ticket levels, the regular ticket to see Mark Wahlberg and the VIP ticket, everything is sold out now. Just bam, gone. And Carlos was listening, and he was the 105th caller yesterday when I told folks to call. You know, the phones rang for 45 minutes afterward.
It was incredible.
It really was. The response on this was unbelievable, and thanks again to Lucan's and Chris Jallo over there for giving us the VIP package to give away here on the MJ Morning Show. Highly appreciated. So, Froggy, or Kim, if you're listening, Kim, Froggy's a day late. Do you know what yesterday was?
Oh, yeah, I do. I talked about that during the midday show.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh.
I had this in the pile yesterday. I just didn't get around to it.
But it's more appropriate today, so it's good you didn't get to it.
Well, because
right?
Froggy called in sick. Froggy texted us all saying that he had a horrific migraine all night long and can't be here.
He sent it at like 4:15 in the morning. He could have gotten his ass in here.
But wait a sec.
Well, if he's feeling bad at 4:15, he knows it's not going to go away.
He's already up.
Hold on to that thought. Hang on. Hold on to that thought. Now, why is Froggy a day late on this?
Well, was yesterday National Call-in Sick to Work Day?
Well, you're pretty damn close.
Yeah, see, the thing is, it wasn't one of these stupid days that MJ hates, like, it's National Call-in Sick Day. Everybody calling sick. No.
It's National Waffles with Anchovies on Top Day.
Right, right. It wasn't like that. This is like a compilation of data that more people call in sick on that particular day than any day of the year.
Yesterday, August 24th, so today's the 25th. For whatever reason, August 24th has been called the sickest day of the year, you sicko.
Not like sick, like awesome. Oh, that's sick.
No.
That's awesome.
No, it's like...
Nobody thinks that, right?
It's like...
I did.
It's a sick day.
It is the sickest day of the year, meaning more people are sick nationwide. Where the hell do they get this data from?
What a weird day.
So it's a recent study, and it claims that August 24th, yesterday, the sickest day of the year, and it is a late summer day, and it's the day of the year where more Americans call in sick than any other day. I don't know how they come up with this data. This is probably just made up garbage. I probably should just flush this right now. But anyway, that's researchers analyze sick leave taken across the U.S. from businesses over the last 5 years and recorded by the management platform Flamingo. What the hell is that? I'm going to see the Flamingo at Tampa International Airport in a couple of hours. That's what I'm going to see.
So Froggy missed it by 1 day.
Yeah. And we all said this together this morning. So let's all say it together again. We all had the exact same thought about Froggy calling in sick today. You ready? Let's all say it again.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
It
always seems that it happens on a Friday. Roxanne, you didn't say anything.
I didn't know what thought you were talking about.
Well,
so
Fester,
2/3 of us agreed and knew the thought.
Are you on break? Are you on break right now? Are you on?
I'm about to call in sick.
Are you on
okay?
lunch break? All right. No, but we all said this morning. That Roxanne, you remember now?
Well, I don't think I said that.
No,
I just said I knew he was going to call in sick today.
You know how there's that whole no work Monday movement?
Yeah.
Roxanne's doing a no work Friday. She's just here for, hanging out with her friends.
But it always seems that 99% of the time, Froggy has a migraine on a Friday. And I was thinking about whipping out an all-new Hal Herman game show, even though Froggy is not here. And, of course, Froggy is Hal Herman. I was thinking, hey, everybody, it's me, Hal Herman. Hey, it's time to play my latest game show. It's headache or 3-day weekend break. Hey, why is Froggy not here today? Does he really have a headache? Or is it just a 3-day weekend break? All right, let's go to the phones.
So I take the man at his word. I mean, the kids have school today.
Yeah.
It's like he's going anywhere.
I think he's really good at self-preservation, and he's really good at protecting himself from burnout.
Burnout?
I don't know about that. So next weekend, MJ, is the long weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not this. Yes.
Yeah, that's a legitimate 3-day. Oh, he's going to make it a 4-day weekend. Oh, so what are the odds that on Friday, September 1st, a week from today, Froggy has another debilitating migraine? Is that what you're saying?
I know that I would love to get sick next Friday morning. Like, guys, I can't come in. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, folks, it's Hal Herman here. Is it a headache or 4-day weekend break?
If Froggy's listening, or if this gets back to him that we're talking about him, I want him to know that I wish he gets well.
Kim is listening right now.
Listen.
There's no doubt about it.
He's very sensitive when we talk about him when he's not here.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah. Almost to the point of,
Listen, I'm going to get a text later today calling me a prick,
what
okay?
What are you doing later? Are you talking about me, prick? I got a headache today, prick.
You've never had a migraine.
No doubt about it.
I hope you enjoyed a smoke-free studio today.
All right, 7:33 at the MJ Morning Show here on a Friday where I'm at work. Fester's at work. Oh, Roxanne's at work. All right, here's the deal. We got to talk about the bus driver thing. Now, I mentioned this late in the show yesterday, and Fester said, dude, you really need to bring this up. You said about 7:30.
I mean, this is the time people are in the car going to school.
Or getting ready for school or whatever. This is bus-related. And I have seen story after story. This is not new. This has been brewing for years. But apparently this summer, it just got really bad as far as, and this is like nationwide. This is not specific to any geographic location. The shortage of school bus drivers is epidemic-like. Part of the issue is in many places, school bus drivers, it's kind of like a part-time job. They don't work during the summer. They don't get paid a lot. I think I read like the average pay for a school bus driver is like $14.50 an hour. And that is just not enough money. That's why yesterday I brought up this new movement, and it's bus drivers need to be paid $250,000 a year. School bus drivers need to make $250,000 a year.
Well, you went through this list of the non-beneficial things about being a school bus driver. You forgot the big one. The kids are super big pain in the patootie.
Hold on, what was the list? Refresh my memory. What I say?
They don't get paid well.
Right.
It's a part-time job sometimes. The hours,
split shift,
blah blah blah.
Yeah, I know all about that.
Kids are difficult.
Yeah, well, they can be because sometimes these kids are total brats, and I don't think kids are getting any better. But the bus issues are prevalent. We've got problems in the Tampa Bay area. We've got multiple counties where they have bus driver shortages. There are stories where like bus drivers they can't get the routes done on time. There was some story. This was not local, but there was some story where the school bus driver didn't get the kids home till like 8 and 9 o'clock at night. I'm like,
insane.
What the hell?
How?
You know what? I don't mind grabbing a couple of phone calls here from some of our listeners because I got an email. And, remember I brought this up at the end of the show. I got an email from a listener, and it was, I don't have the email in front of me, but it was it Lauren? Like from Riverview. I remember it was Riverview. I got an email from a listener, from a mom in Riverview, and told the story that her kid's bus driver picked them up in the morning normally, but then quit and didn't take them home. The bus driver quit in the middle of the day. So the bus driver picked them up, but the bus driver quit, didn't bring them home.
Did they
what the hell?
At least bring the bus back to the yard?
All right, let's grab a couple of calls on this. The school bus driver issues, whatever county you're in, tell me the problem you're having with the school buses taking your kids to school, because it's a big problem. They need to pay these bus drivers more money. That's why $250. Let's go. $250. $250. Roxanne, can you join in?
$250.
I have a little bit of an issue rooting for $250,000 a year for a bus. I'm sorry.
For school bus drivers.
I mean, listen, they deserve to be well compensated, but maybe not $250.
Do you have a school bus story to tell? I don't know if anyone can beat the fact that I got an email from a mother saying the bus driver drove the kids in the morning but then quit and was not available to bring the kids home after school. That was Riverview, Hillsborough County. All right, 800-990-1047. Are you experiencing any school bus issues? Because it's a problem. It's local. It's national. There's a driver shortage. It's a mess out there. 800-990-1047. If you have any bus-related stories, any school transportation issues, do you have any crazy bus stories? Did your driver maybe quit midway on the way to school?
That's unbelievable.
All right, let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. I'll grab a couple of calls here before we move on. And then I got to talk about Fester's morbid email to me last night. Dude, that was morbid.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. That's next. Let me grab Renee in Lakeland. Renee, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi, Renee.
Hi, good morning, guys. How are you?
Doing well.
Good. So my story is a nationwide story. I travel for work, and I was in Louisville, Kentucky a couple of weeks ago, and on their news on that Friday when school originally started, the kids did not get home from the bus until 9:15 at night.
Yeah, that's the story. That's the story. I saw that. I just mentioned.
So guess what they did?
Yeah, what?
They canceled school for 3 days after that because they knew they didn't have their act together.
Yeah.
I guess I had called in when you guys were doing it, but
I made a brief mention that I thought I heard somewhere that kids did not get dropped off until like 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Good story in Louisville.
It was Louisville. Yep, I was there for work, and it was crazy. It was all over the news, and they had a big to-do, so they had drivers going over routes and for those 2 days trying to get it together. I don't know that it was a shortage. I guess it was a shortage, but they were saying that the routes were extended because they didn't have enough drivers, so I guess it was. And they were trying to get their routes together so they could get them home in a timely way, in a timely manner.
Insane.
So I thought that was crazy.
Renee, listen, thanks for affirming what I thought I had heard or saw. Renee, have a great one, and thanks for calling in. Tiffany is in Brandon. Hey, Tiffany, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, good morning, MJ.
Morning, Tiff.
So Hillsborough County. So my son's bus is supposed to pick him up at 8:02. I put a slip the air tag, so I'm kind of knowing where he is at all times.
Good idea.
And they're not. He's not getting to school till after 8:35. So I'm like, what is going on? So he told me that the bus has a route that she has to pick up kids, take those kids to the school, drop them off, and then come and get them. So every day they're getting like a pass in the morning because they're getting to class late.
Wow. All right. So 8:02 is supposed to be your kids' pickup time, and they're getting to school at 8:35. And what time does school start?
Oh, they're getting there probably a couple minutes after 8:35. 8:35 is the bell.
Right.
Oh,
the bell is
so
8:35.
the bell is 8:35.
So the kids are getting there after 8:35.
They're late, and they have to get passes that they were late because of the bus.
Exactly.
Wow. Tiffany, thanks for the story, and thanks for calling in and listening, okay?
You're welcome. You all have a great day. Thanks.
You have a great weekend, Tiffany. Thank you. Look, Alex is on the line in Newport Richie. Alex, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Alex.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
My wife works in Pasco County, and it's not really about the picking up the kids. Is more about the pay. So she's been wanting to quit for a couple times already.
Now, is your wife a bus driver in Pasco?
Yes.
All right, how much does she make an hour in Pasco?
She probably makes around 15.
Not enough. $15 an hour to drive our kids on school. That is not enough money. I want her to make $250,000 a year.
She wants to quit. She's like, I'd rather work at McDonald's because they make more at McDonald's.
I know. Listen, make more at McDonald's than driving 50 kids on a bus.
Yeah, what's more important, flipping burgers or the future of our country?
Yeah, you don't want to flip a school bus.
Well, hold on now. Those burgers are pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not... Alex,
Nutrients, nutrition.
Yeah, I really don't
Alex,
appreciate that.
Thanks for the call. See, look, we're getting great calls. His wife is a bus driver, $15 an hour in Pasco. That's not enough money. Thomas in Clearwater. Thomas, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how you doing, MJ?
Well, go ahead.
So I work for Pinellas County Schools, and I have been almost 5 years. And I did work at a high school for 4.5 of those years. And during COVID was when everything really kind of hit the fan. And afterwards, we had a shortage because they cut a lot of the positions. However, I did hear, one, it was the pay, but going on top of what Roxanne had mentioned, sometimes these kids have attitudes. And I remember countless times we'd have buses come to our school after COVID being a drop-off and pickup point for other schools.
Yep.
And we'd have brawls going on the fight, and they would call the school saying, we need your cops outside because we got kids fighting right here.
Oh, listen, we have that bus driver from Ohio.
My foot's gonna be so far up your it's gonna dangle at your nose.
I can agree because I've seen it and heard about it multiple times myself personally, and I don't blame these drivers for wanting more money.
Thomas, thanks for the call. I support more pay for bus drivers.
Yeah, for real.
Wendy in Spring Hill. Wendy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, MJ. We have the same issue up here in Hernando. I have a high schooler. Bus pickup is at 6:50, and the bus never shows up in the morning. Called transportation yesterday, an hour and a half late every day.
All right. Now, do you have to bring your kid to school because the bus isn't showing up, or is your kid an hour and a half late to school?
I take her. I'm fortunate enough that I'm able to do that.
Yeah.
But what about these parents that can't?
100% correct. Thank you, Wendy. You have a great weekend. Say hi to your daughter for me. Brian in Pinellas Park. All right, a couple more calls. We got to move on. Brian, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Lower your radio.
Brian? What was that? That was weird.
He's us.
Yeah, that was why did I feedback like that? Hey, Brian, you're up. Go ahead.
Yeah, hey, yeah. I'm a parent here in Pinellas County. My kid's school bus, so the route, they've moved the bus stop to where it's almost like 3 miles from our house. They're telling us because it's a shortage of buses.
Wait a minute. The bus stop is 3 miles from your house?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, it's like 2.8 miles if you map it out.
The school might be closer.
Over 45 minutes to walk home.
Oh my God.
So we've called transportation. They're not doing anything about it. They're saying the same thing, the shortage of the bus drivers, and we talked to the school.
Yeah. So this is Pinellas Park. This is Pinellas County here. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Brian. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, a nice brisk 45-minute walk twice a day is good for your kids.
Yeah. All right. Last call on this, and I got to move on. Jared is in Wesley Chapel. Jared, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. We're talking about the bus problem, school bus issues. It's nationwide, and it's local. As you can hear, folks, we're having school bus problems here, getting the kids to school. Jared, you're up. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. So had a bus driver. I think I was in 7th or 8th grade at the time. And he actually, the first day when he picked everybody up, he told all of us, he said, if you guys behave this year, don't give me any problems going to school and coming home. He said, I'm going to do something really special for you at the end of the year. Everybody was well behaved. The last day of school, I guess out of his own pocket, the driver went out and bought a bunch of sodas, snacks, chips, and everything, passed it out, and just let us tear it up on the bus the whole way home the last day.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, we're ending on a positive note, but But right now, if this bus driver that you're speaking of was working today,
and fired.
Yeah, he'd probably run the bus into a wall. All right, thanks for the call.
Did you take the bus to school growing up?
Or you're right, or fired because it was an unapproved giving the kids food or something. What'd you say?
Did you take the school bus when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, until a certain age, until I could drive.
Right.
You know, when I turned 16, then I drove to school. But up until that point, no, I took the regular school bus to Pembroke Meadows Elementary School in Virginia Beach, then to Independence Junior High School in Virginia Beach, and then to Bayside High School for one semester. Then we moved over to Cox High School. But, you know, I took the bus up until, you know, until I turned 16. Oh, wait a minute. Andrew's telling me I got to take one more call. Colleen, hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hi. I'm just going to turn down my radio. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, MJ. I turned on a little bit late. My name is Colleen Bodwin. I'm on the school board in Pasco County. I tuned in right when you said the bus driver pay in Pasco was $15 an hour.
Well, that's what the caller said. We had a husband that claims that his wife is a bus driver and she's making like $15 an hour.
It is a little bit higher, not as much as I'd like, but it is up to $17, $18 an hour, so we're getting there.
Okay.
And we are doing everything we can to recruit bus drivers, but we did just vote on Tuesday for an extra salary supplement. So we are trying to raise the bus driver pay.
All right, so Colleen, you're on the school board in Pasco County. Colleen, how many bus drivers are you short right now in Pasco County? About?
I would have to call our staff, but it was, I'd say maybe 50 to 60.
Wow, that's
I can get the exact numbers.
But no, listen, that's just an estimate. That's a lot of shortage, you know.
It is. It's better than it was, but it is a nationwide shortage. It's not an excuse. We're doing what we can. I can tell you, I heard part of another caller say it's not just the pay. It's our bus drivers are taking a lot of. People have been extremely rude to our bus drivers, and I understand.
And that's uncalled for.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah.
It is uncalled for. I said it at the board meeting. We actually had, and I understand that parents are upset. I certainly understand that when buses are running late. I mean, we need our kids to school on time. Period. End of story.
Yeah, and listen, we need the kids to behave.
Home on time.
Yeah, and home on time as well. We know the kids have to behave. Don't give the bus drivers a hard time, because I don't want a bus driver saying.
Well,
I don't want this deal. I don't want this lady out of Ohio saying.
My foot's gonna be so far up your. It's gonna dangle like.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Colleen.
Yeah, we've had bus drivers. We had parents actually stand in front of a bus and surround a bus, banging on the bus, screaming at the bus driver. And these are the people showing up for our kids.
Oh man,
these are the people showing up to work.
Yeah.
So our bus drivers need the respect. They deserve the respect of our constituents and the kids. But we're doing the best we can. But I did want you to know that we did increase pay to 17-18. So it's not.
In Pasco, pay is up.
Okay, well, this conversation is great. Good to hear that pay is up in Pasco. But, MJ, the teachers are reaching out and saying, what? $250,000 for bus drivers? What about us?
Teachers,
and I was like, listen,
$500,000 a year, $500,000 a year for teachers.
That was my response.
Teachers are grossly underpaid as well.
The teachers, our voters did pass a teacher pay referendum. So our teachers have gotten significant supplements this year, ranging on the number of years. And I worked hard and campaigned hard on that last summer. That was a year ago, on the 23rd that passed. And so our teachers, again, I worked hard on that. So we are, paying salary supplements to all our non-administrative pay.
And one more thing, Colleen, board member, Pasco County Schools, love your suit. I'm looking at your picture. Fester brought up the whole Pasco school board, and you're wearing a lovely red blazer in your photograph.
Well, thank you.
How do you say your last name? Bodwin. Yep. All right. Colleen, thanks for calling into the MJ Morning Show. I appreciate it.
Thanks for taking the call. And I do shout out to all the bus drivers and teachers and staff. They're working really hard. They really are. And I appreciate our community supporting them.
Thank you, Colleen. Have a great weekend. Look at that.
What?
Everyone listens to the MJ Morning Show.
She's gone?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask her what's going on with the Land O'Lakes High School football coaches. They're all suspended.
Oh, yeah.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
It's a hot button.
I haven't heard any new details on that.
Well, yeah. All right. Well,
anyway,
sorry. All right, 7:50 at the MJ Morning Show. Moving along here, folks, to the item that I teased for 7:45 this morning, and it's the Riz. Do you know what the Riz is?
I think I do.
What do you think? And then Fester, I got a beef with you. We'll get to that next.
I'm the beef people. I'm like Old Winn-Dixie. You bring your beef to me, baby.
Fester's the original beef people.
I'm like 7-Eleven. I'm always open. Come on, bring me the beef.
Do you know what the Riz is?
I do. I just figured it out.
How do you know what the Riz is?
Because I thought I was in the room with you yesterday when you did your little tease for this time of day.
And what was my tease?
And your tease was somebody's not your type, but then you start talking to them and you're hooked.
Yeah, that was exactly my tease.
Yeah.
So, folks, every morning right after we finish the show, 9:45, 9:50, right after we finish the show, I record like a little 10, 15-second little promo that then runs all day long, promoting folks to come back and listen tomorrow morning at 7:45, 8 o'clock, whenever, I make the time mention. And yesterday's tease was that someone's not your type, and then you start conversing, and then you become hooked. And that's called the Riz. You meet someone that's not your type, but suddenly you're engaged in conversation, you start talking, and then you find yourself getting interested and you become like a little hot and bothered.
You just love everything that's coming out of their mouth.
You know where it originates from? From their charisma.
Yes.
Yeah, well, duh.
I'm telling you, you sound like it's the Riz. Do you know what the Riz is?
Charisma.
Yes, dude,
I'm about to get to everything.
You just
sit back here.
Dude,
I'm gonna have a smoke.
I'm a minute into the bit.
We're building it up.
I'm a minute into it, dude.
Guess the word.
No.
I'm just starting out here.
Yeah.
Your charisma right now is awfully
Anyway,
low.
The story progresses, and it even brings up names like Adam Driver, who's not the most attractive guy, right? Javier Bardem, with his bowl cut and his little pneumatic air gun in No Country for Old Men.
I got one for you.
Benedict Cumberbatch, Pete Davidson with his raccoon eyes and everything. And what?
His raccoon eyes.
I have one for you.
Yes.
Billy Bob Thornton.
There you go.
I interviewed him, of course. And,
right.
And I was
he rizzed you up good?
Oh, he rizzed me up good. I was like, this guy.
Rizzed all over you?
Charismatic.
He was
disgusting.
What?
I heard that.
I said he charisma all over you. He what do you say? What's disgusting? I didn't say anything. What is wrong? What are you getting at?
It just sounded vulgar, but yeah, he was very rizzy.
He's charismaing you all over. He's risen.
He's riz in full effect.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. What's wrong with you? What are you getting at?
It just sounded weird.
Explain to me later on. No, it's called the Riz. And it's somebody that you typically would not be interested in. And then you start talking, and then the charisma comes out, and then the conversation just starts moving you. You feel the earth shake under your feet.
Yeah, you just feel it all kind of working together with the guy's charisma.
It's the Riz. It's the charisma, and that is what it's known as.
I know another not so handsome guy with Riz. Fester.
Let's go back. Let's go back to phones on this.
I do have. Don't underestimate the power of making a girl laugh.
All right, let's go to phones on this as well. Listen, phones blew up on the bus driver thing. I would love to hear from women right now. Or, listen, guys as well. I guess it goes both ways. But for whatever reason, I just think of this really being a female-driven deal, that it's the female that's not interested in the guy until they start conversing, talking, then the charisma comes out. I'm sure this does, work both ways, but I don't know. I'm just kind of predisposed to lean toward that I think it maybe happens. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I think you're right. I could play this game all day. I like my head is just filled with people who have charisma.
All right, let's go to phones on this. Ladies, have you experienced the Riz, where the charisma just changes the whole dynamic? A guy that you were just not interested in, you weren't physically attracted, and then suddenly it was the personality, the charisma, and it was like, I don't know, the Wizard of Oz going from black and white to color. All right, 800-990-1047. I'd love to talk to, I think, women. But listen, guys, if you've got a story about it working with a woman where you just weren't interested and then, well, suddenly they had charisma and the personality turned you on. Let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. So 800-990-1047. I'm guessing we're going to get more women calling in about guys that probably wouldn't give them the time of day or wouldn't look twice or never thought about it. And did the whole world change when you started to, I guess, take in the personality and the charisma issue? Did that change everything for you? 800. Let's go to phones on this. 800-990-1047.
And listen, this isn't to say that you thought that person was hideous. It just is like maybe they weren't your type physically. You weren't just initially attracted to them from a visual standpoint. And then they start talking and like everything coming out of their mouth is like sucking you in and you're just totally entranced by them.
So it's known as the Riz or just Riz.
Riz,
total Riz. And it's short for, it's, slang for charisma that's grabbed you like a fish hook. I mean, just you're reeled right in. All right, Lynn is in Trinity up first on this one. Hi, Lynn. You're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hello.
Good morning. How is everyone?
We are well, Lynn. Go ahead.
Awesome. So about 27 years ago, I met this dweeby, nerdy, looking like he was from the 80s kind of guy who was like a mama's boy, totally not my type at all. And my friend was like, really, Lynn, Chris is the guy. I said, no way, no way. Well, I have to tell you, the first night we talked on the phone for hours, and he just won me over. I knew he was the one at 19 years old. And we've been together ever since, and he absolutely grows sexier each year because of his personality and the way he can win anybody over.
Oh, Lynn, that's such a love story.
That's lovely.
See, that's what we're talking about. It's the Riz. It's the charisma. And you wouldn't have given this guy the time of day, but somehow you got into a conversation and everything changed.
That's absolutely the truth. You have to give everyone a chance. He's the love of my life.
Oh, Lynn, that's fantastic. Thank you, Lynn. Have a great day.
You too, guys. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's
Bye.
awesome. That's so sweet.
Yeah, we love these stories.
And Ann is in Tampa. Ann, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hello.
Hello. Good morning. Happy Friday.
Yes, Ann, go ahead.
So my first husband, many moons ago, I hated him when I met him. He was very boisterous, and he walked around like he was God, and I couldn't stand him. But one day he walked me home. I was living up in New York. And he walked me home against my will, and by the time we got to my building, we ended up talking for hours, and that's when I found out he was a really nice guy. He had good charm and everything else.
So why is he your first husband?
Because later on, he was the type that he was very, he was led by others, and he was always out to impress others.
All right, so what did he do? Ann, what did he do?
He turned into a jerk.
Holy God!
It became all about him, and basically he was a fake around others, and around me he was fine. But it got to the point where it just turned me off altogether. His fakeness.
We need to hear these stories too. The opposite. Of
how's the second husband?
Beautiful. Married 45 years.
Fantastic. Ann, thanks for the call. Appreciate it.
And he's a wet noodle. No charisma, no personality.
No Riz at all.
I'm just kidding.
It's like he's comatose. All right. Jennifer in Brandon, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Doing well, Jen. Go ahead.
I met this guy in my late 20s. My sister actually knew him, and we all went out to eat, and I was disgusted from the beginning with his looks and with his personality.
All right, so you were just repulsed by this guy.
Yeah, he was just a jerk. We were at a Chinese restaurant, and we were all just, cool or whatever, and he's like, oh, don't even read your fortune cookie. That's stupid. You know, everybody was just cool, and he was just a jerk. So we left there, and I was like, you know, and I was totally turned off by his looks. Totally. And I didn't think anything of it. He ended up actually calling me, and I was new in town, and he said, oh, you know, I'll show you around or whatever. And I said I couldn't go that day, and he got mad and hung up in my face. And so I was like, yes. I was like, this guy definitely is what I thought, and a jerk. And he ended up calling me back later and actually showing me around. I fell head over heels with this guy like I've never been before after that. The looks did not matter. Well, it did matter in the beginning, but once I fell for him, it did not matter.
Did you get married?
No, we definitely did not get married. We dated probably about a year or two. He turned on me totally, was not dependable, flirted with everybody he saw. So the charisma turned on me big time.
Gotcha.
Turned all that Riz was...
So, what?
That he was... Whatever, continue.
Roxanne, we're broadcasters. Can you just spit it out,
Roxanne
please?
is thinking about dirty jokes, and she's saying them in real time, then realizing she shouldn't say them, and she's stopping and making herself laugh.
I was actually trying not to say a dirty joke, but it was about to come out like one, so I just pulled
with
it back in.
a show in her head.
And she got a dirty joke in anyway, Rox.
Hey, Jennifer, thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Thanks, guys.
All right, so the Riz was off, then the Riz was on, then the Riz was off.
These are interesting stories. I didn't know what we were going to get. I thought we were going to get just like lines full of people talking about how great it is when you meet someone you're not attracted, but then you're like fall for their personality.
I'll take a couple more here. 800-990-1047. Wendy in Sarasota is next. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, good morning. I had a similar situation. Women have to be careful about that kind of dynamic behavior, because a lot of times it's fake, it's phony. And I got married, and I was married for 29 years and didn't realize that it was just a fake facade, and he lived a double life. And he was that kind of guy that...
What was the double life? What was he doing?
Well, he was a sex addict that I didn't know about, but he just was women that I didn't know about.
Wait a minute. So he was a sex addict, and how is he acting out? Did he have all kinds of women on the side?
Yes, but I didn't know about it. It was always, he was working late. Was one of those stories. There was always a story behind why he wasn't where he was supposed to be.
Oh, wow.
And your husband, you believe it because you love him and you don't think anything.
Well, thanks for the call.
He was sharing his charisma with everybody. That's what I was trying to say earlier.
Oh, I guess. All right. Thanks, Rox. Nikki's in Holiday. Nikki, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hello, Nikki.
Hi. I just want to say I love you guys, and I've been listening to you guys for years. But for me, it's all about the confidence. I remember I was set up on a date with the ugliest guy. I mean, I was so mad. I didn't even want to talk to him. But then when he started talking, and it was his confidence that won me over, and that's happened like 2 times. And then I have a friend who's like the most gorgeous guy I've ever known, and he has no confidence.
Wow.
So for me, that's a real turnoff.
There you go, Nikki. Thank you. All right. I'll take like a couple more here, Andrew, and I got to move on. Let's grab Megan in Palmetto. Megan, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello, Megan.
Hi.
Hey, Megan, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So my fiance and I have been together for 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
When we first met, we lived in the same apartment complex. I never would have given him the time of day. But one morning I took my dog out to play, and we started talking, and we've been together ever since. And that was 14 years ago.
It's a Palmetto love story.
Thought we would make it.
And you've made it.
We have.
Looks like we made it. All right. Megan, thanks for the call. Have a great weekend with your guy, all right?
You too.
All right, last call on this. No more, Andrew. Last call, and it's a guy. Last call is Andrew and Brandon. Hey, Andrew, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Daily listener.
Thank you.
and I have the Riz, or as I like to call it, Rizm Kism as Brizza.
Andrew.
Go ahead.
Andrew,
and I'll tell you my story.
Andrew, get the soundbite ready, because the actual chemical drug name for the drug Sky Rizzy is Rizm Kism Abrizza.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man! All right, Andrew, go ahead. What's your story?
So I am it's true, very true. I am a 3 on my best day. I am hideous. Okay.
Well, then you're a 3 out of 10. Did you just say you're hideous?
Correct. Yeah, that's
Don't look at me. I'm hideous.
But I pull 10s because of the Riz. I've had people flat out tell me, Andrew, how do you do it? And I get told I'm funny, sarcastic, all that stuff. So I'm a 3 that pulls 10s because of the Riz.
You're the guy that has a great personality. They're like, you got to meet Andrew. He's got a great personality. And it's like,
right. Exactly, Roxy. So, but you won't believe what I also discovered through this process of having the Riz.
Yeah.
I like turtles.
it's the turtle guy.
That doesn't seal any deals for you,
You know what?
Andrew.
I knew he sounded familiar. Oh, I knew he sounded.
Listen.
But the Riz and the Riz, we're not making this up. This is from the Sky Rizzy commercial. Listen to this.
Risankizumab Rizza.
That's the drug, the chemical or drug name for the brand name Sky Rizzy. It's
Risankizumab Rizza.
So does your guy were you attracted to a guy because of Risankizumab Rizza?
Okay, this just came to me.
Yeah.
This would be the most amazing dating game show. You have 3 guys. They all have major Riz, but one is a narcissist sociopath.
Oh, my God. Who the hell's going to watch this show, Roxanne?
And that's what his Riz is about. One is, like you said, Pete Davidson has Riz. One just has BDE. And one has just a great personality. And so you go on the date with all 3 of the Riz guys, and hopefully you don't end up with the narcissist sociopath. What do you think? Can Hal host that game show?
Yes. That sounds like a great show.
Yeah,
MJ, you told me to pull something up on YouTube, and I closed out of it.
There were 2 things that I had ready to go.
Remind me.
I can't do it now. Son of a. All right, so Fester, you sent me a story last night. You know I'm taking Fester, why can't you leave windows open? Why do you close everything? I had 2 things open, 2 windows open to use.
Remind me what they are.
No, I can't right now. It takes too much time.
Shut the mic off for 2 seconds. Tell me what it is.
No.
Shut it off, 2 seconds.
All right,
Tell me.
Fester sent me, just leave the computer
what it
alone.
is.
Whatever windows are open, Fester finds a way to close the windows on the computer.
We can work around it.
All right, so you sent me this story. A selfless father of 6 dies after moving his son to college dorm.
Yes.
Are you sending me this because I'm taking the kids to their college dorm? What
wow.
kind of morbid story are you sending me?
Wow. So I listened to you say that earlier today, MJ. You were like, Fester sent me the most morbid story. And I thought, knowing you were traveling this weekend, he was going to send you the story about planes almost having near misses all the time. Have you heard that one?
Yeah, well, I have that in the pile as well.
Look, MJ, I got to tell you, I didn't even read the story.
You sent me the headline, Selfless Father of 6 Dies After Moving Son into College Dorm. And then your little note on the story was, be careful this weekend. What kind of morbid... Michelle left yesterday, so Michelle is already up in Connecticut right now, and you're saying, well, Julian's going to school at NYU in Manhattan. So why are they? Well, because Julian was in boarding school for 4 years, and all of his stuff from boarding school is in a storage garage up in Connecticut. So they flew to Connecticut, rented a big SUV, so then picking up his crap out of storage, then driving to NYU later today. I'm flying in with Chloe right after the show. I'm flying up to New York to get Julian all situated. Then we're getting in the SUV, and we're driving up to New Hampshire to take Chloe to school. So I've got 2 dorms, 2 kids this weekend, and you're sending me a story about a father of 6 dying after moving his son into a college dorm. What's the matter with you?
Listen, I want you to know that I'm thinking about you, and I want you to be very careful, and I want you to take precaution. I know this is a big weekend, and, listen, you were on my mind. I saw this. I'm like, I know somebody who also is taking their kids back to school this weekend, and I want you to be careful. That's all I'm saying. If it happened to this caring, selfless father of 6, it could happen to you.
Kind of a morbid story.
You're probably going to a very dangerous city in New York.
Right.
So just be careful. I'm just trying to look out for you. All right.
All right. So the 2 windows you closed.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I should tell the story. What happened to the father of 6?
Yeah, please do tell.
Yeah, what happened to him?
A father of 6 who collapsed while moving his son into a dormitory at Arkansas State University has died. What a downer. Thank you. Thanks for setting this, Fester.
And I know what you're
MJ,
doing.
be careful moving your kids into a dorm. Read this story.
Just
Greg.
watch out. That's all I'm saying is watch out.
All right. Moving along here on the MJ Morning Show. Leave the windows alone.
All right.
Folks, I had 2 things set up to do here, and Fester just closes windows. Leave the windows alone. All right, do me a favor. Open up a whole separate window now.
Whole separate window.
And go to m-w.com.
Yes.
All right, and type in the monkey name, because we had a couple of folks saying, you know what, you guys, you deliberately mispronounced the monkey name when you were telling the story yesterday just so you could say that word. And
what did a biology etymologist write that to you?
I got a couple of emails, and it's about the monkey story about there was a monkey that was hanging out at a Popeyes drive-in was it Orange City, Florida? What was that? Central of the state near? Is that near Orlando?
It's between Orlando and Daytona.
Okay, so Orange City. We had a story yesterday about this monkey that's at a Popeyes drive-thru, and this woman's like, "Oh my God, what? The strangest thing I ever saw." And we're talking about the monkey, and the monkey apparently was a macaque, and
right.
Froggy, obviously
he knows a lot.
Glommed onto that word.
He knows a lot about monkeys.
And then folks were sending me, I got 3 or 4 emails from people saying, yeah, you guys deliberately mispronounced the word of the macaque monkey. I'm like, no, we did not. And I just want to take a moment here and just prove to you we're on the M-W. This is the Merriam-Webster Talking Dictionary. It's m-w.com. So if you ever want to know how a word is pronounced or if there are multiple pronunciations for a word, you can go to m-w.com. It's Merriam-Webster online. And for the macaque, any genus of chiefly Asian monkeys, typically having a sturdy build and including some short-tailed or tailless forms. A rhesus monkey can be a macaque.
Oh, my God.
But people are saying, oh, you're deliberately saying that. Oh, you're trying to be cute and make it. No, it's a macaque. All right. And like Froggy was talking about, I wish I had a monkey. I could hold macaque.
Right.
The whole,
Sure.
whole that's the, and listen, that's how you pronounce it. I'm not making it here. Listen, Merriam-Webster Talking Dictionary.
Macaque.
See?
That's
the name of the monkey.
Macaque.
I'm not making it up.
Macaque. Macaque. Macaque.
See? Or there is another pronunciation.
Let's hear this one.
Macaque.
So it's either or.
I like that one better.
So you can call it macaque.
Macaque.
That's like you're up in New England.
If you guys want to grab macaque, you got to use both hands because they have a sturdy build.
Yeah, it's like a rhesus monkey. So both pronunciations are accurate.
Macaque.
Or
macaque.
All right.
Macaque.
Or
macaque.
Or
macaque.
Or
macaque.
Right?
Macaque.
Or
macaque.
All right. So both are acceptable. Talking about the macaque or the macaque monkey. And apparently there are hundreds of these wild monkeys in Florida. And one was hanging out at a Popeyes.
Boy, I tell you.
in Orange City earlier this week.
This dictionary is very good. A sturdy build is the perfect definition for a macaque.
It is.
It really describes a macaque perfectly.
It does. 100%. All right, the other thing, and I just realized this, and I don't know if anyone's heard this song or heard of this band, but we played a commercial about an hour and a half ago, hour and 20 minutes ago. We played a commercial for Advent Health. And guess what? I saw the commercial on TV last night as well. And there's a song used in the commercial.
Have you done anything to feel whole today?
All right, so this is
Did
the
you get
commercial.
moving?
And listen, I'm not going to a commercial break. I'm just giving you an example. This is the Advent Health commercial.
Okay.
They buy commercials on Q105, so listen.
Have you done anything to feel whole today? Did you get moving?
Does it sound familiar, this music?
Did you stay connected?
Nope.
Did you gift yourself a moment of peace?
So that music doesn't sound familiar to you?
No matter what helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support you with world-class expertise
Listen
and
to the music.
whole-person care to keep you healthy and happy in body, mind, and spirit for your whole.
All right, so that's the instrumental underneath. However,
I wish you would take a breath so I could hear the music a little better. She's just talking about Advent Health.
well, but that's
She's just doing her job. Just give her the whole copy.
Now, listen, they only have 30 seconds, right?
Gotta get it all in.
Gotta get it in. But the TV version, they run some of the lyrics, and it's a really cool band. I guess you'd call them like an alternative type of band, but the song that they're using in that commercial and the song that I saw on TV is this. Moment there.
Yeah,
and,
good find.
And recognize Advent Health and the excellent choice of music in their new advertising campaign here on radio and also on TV.
I hear they have Bronze Radio Return playing in their lobby now, just doing a live pop-up concert.
And I asked Julian, hey, Julian, you ever hear of Bronze Radio Return? And Julian's, yeah, like a couple, they got a song called Shake, Shake, Shake. And Julian knows all about them, my son. So I thought that was kind of cool. Gas prices are obviously going through the roof. And listen, we're getting more active in hurricane season here. So the chances are that we're going to see a greater increase. Hey, we're going to have Dennis Phillips on at 9:30 this morning.
Texters are asking, hey, by the way, are you going to have Dennis Phillips on today?
Yes, we are. So, folks, Dennis Phillips from ABC Action News, Mr. Suspenders himself, Dennis Phillips, the chief meteorologist, will join us at 9:30 sharp to talk about this low, which could turn into a depression, which could form into a tropical storm, and it's on the lower end of the percentages, but it could turn into a hurricane. But any way we slice it, this weather system could affect the west coast of Florida next week. And this is weird. It's coming out of the Pacific, across Central America, into the Gulf, and then the trajectory, the modeling puts it right into the west coast. So we're going to have Dennis Phillips on at 9:30 this morning here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Stand by. So I just brought up gas prices. And if you've just filled up your car or if you've been filling up over the last month or so, you know the prices have started to go up significantly. And I saw a story about gas, and this is where it gets kind of deceptive. So you get one of these stories, it's like a national story, gas prices rise to $7 in Florida. What? No. I just saw, regular gas for like $3.79 a gallon, $3.69 a gallon, $3.89 a gallon. That seems to be the range right now, and that's just too damn high, all right? But it's not $7 a gallon. So you read a little further, and it's like one gas station in Palm Beach Gardens has gas at $7 a gallon. Come on. You always have some turd, like what's that gas station near the Orlando airport?
It's like way out by itself. It's like a freestanding gas station.
It's like the last gas station before you get to the Orlando airport. So they're just jamming up those car rental return customers. And there's a station there that's notorious. I've always talked about the triangle of rip-off gas.
Yeah, you do.
Here in Tampa. Mm-hmm. And there are 3 gas stations that the prices are too damn high because these are the 3 closest gas stations to Tampa International Airport. And the 3 closest gas stations, it's the Chevron on the corner of West Shore and Kennedy. You have the Shell station on the corner of West Shore and Cypress. And then you have the BP station, which is on Kennedy right in front of West Shore Plaza. And those 3 gas stations, their gas is just too high. Because they're banking on the car rental return, and that's why the prices are all jammed up. But I will point out that while the BP station, while their gas is way too high, that Indian restaurant that they have right next door is fantastic.
Excellent.
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's that curry leaves.
You tried it for the first time.
Oh, I did, and I was blown away. I thought the food at Curry Leaves was phenomenal. I'm not buying any. I'll get other gas from you guys, but I'm not going to fill up my tank over there.
Do you think their gas tastes like curry?
Give it a try.
You know what?
You think?
It's funny you bring that up. I've got a guy who chugged gasoline. I've got a story coming up in a bit. True story. Yeah. We'll get to that in just a bit. But gas prices are on the rise. The last I saw was the average for a regular gallon of gasoline here in the state of Florida is $3.87 now, and it's trending higher. And then we have a Shell station in Palm Beach Gardens that their premium gas is almost $7 a gallon, $6.89 a gallon. And it's a Shell station in Palm Beach Gardens. I think I know where it is. I think it's the Shell station right on the northeast corner of Palm Beach Gardens and Military Trail. I think I know the exact. My parents lived right down the street from this place before they moved. So, but you see these stories. Oh, gas rises to $7 a gallon in Florida. Yeah, one rip-off gas station in Palm Beach Gardens.
It's not the whole state.
Just north of West Palm.
And
all the street walking hookers in Riviera Beach. Yes, go ahead.
Well, they have to buy that $7 gas. They have to earn that money somehow. Yeah. Speaking of Orlando International Airport, in the last couple of years, they've opened up a 7-Eleven gas station on property. So the gas gougers are screwed.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So
this is like the last couple of years.
All right. So gotcha. All right. So that guy might be out of business now.
He's not out of business, but he's not making the money he was because they tell the people now, hey, listen, fill it back up. We have a gas station here on property, and it's a 7-Eleven branded.
Very good. And listen, I said, to Tampa International, I said to, some of the folks I know there, I said, you built this $1 billion new rental car facility. You've got the monorail, which I'm going to be on. I'm going to be parking in the lot here in a couple of hours. I'm going to take the monorail. I'm going to do the economy parking.
Where's the gas station?
And there's no gas station.
Where's the service station? Not a whole service station.
That's what I said. I'm like, where is the gas station? Why you build this huge complex? You got a dozen rental car companies. You got this massive new parking garage structure. You got the new monorail that goes to the terminal, and they didn't build a gas station. Why did Tampa International not build a gas station right adjacent to the whole rental car facility, like so many other, at Denver? You got the Conoco station right off of Pena Boulevard. All right, you go to Philadelphia or Boston, rather, Boston Logan. There's a gas station literally like right on grounds, a block before the car rental place. You got a gas station, and it's reasonably priced gas. You got a ton of airports. So I said to my Tampa International friends, and for instance, a guy from Channel 10,
Bo Zimmer.
Yeah, so Bo Zimmer, for instance, I said to Bo's, where's the gas station? And he said, yeah, it's in the plans. So they are at Tampa International. They do have a plan to build a gas station, or to have somebody lease the land and put a gas station on premises. But why didn't they do that? Why wasn't that part of the plan? Our airport is growing. We've got massive traffic increases, and we've got a huge new rental car facility. They should have put the gas. That should have been built simultaneously.
Dude, you could bulldoze that post office there. Just get it there. That'd be a huge lot of land.
By the way, that post office, the airport post office, which I've used many times over the years.
Right.
I'm there a lot. Quarterly taxes, I drop them off there and blah, blah, blah. The folks inside the post office at Tampa International, very nice.
Great.
A lot of times they're like, hey, MJ, how you doing? So that post office, the employees are very, very nice, but that's got to be the ugliest freaking building I've ever seen in my life.
The ugliest.
Who designed that? Did they pay for that? What architect said, oh, man, look at this beautiful building I've designed?
No.
That place looks like a concrete accident.
They were originally going to put a prison there, and they said, no. Let's not make a prison. Let's make a post office. No, yeah, that's what we'll do.
Is that the ugliest freaking building you've ever... Why? Who built... When was that? That looks like 1970 schlock.
I would be in favor of raising the stamp up 2 cents just to build a new postal facility at the airport.
Man, that is an awful, awful looking building. Anyway, where was I? Oh, gas prices.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah. All right, so they're ticking up, and then will we have more pressure with an increased activity-filled hurricane season? And Dennis Phillips is going to join us in about an hour. Dennis Phillips will join us at 9:30 from ABC Action News, and Dennis is going to tell us, do we have to worry about this system that could turn into a tropical depression and then head right toward the west coast of Florida. So Dennis, in 1 hour at 9:30 live here on the MJ Morning Show. Now, we got to move on to this bizarre story. This is crazy. Did you see the neighbor from hell that's injecting like chemical drugs underneath a family's apartment door?
The photo of this guy, the pictures they've got of this guy is incredible.
Oh, they got him dead to rights. I mean, he's been arrested. I mean, this is a crazy, crazy story. So I saw this last night. Channel 8 had the story. Channel 13 had the story. And this dude was caught on camera injecting drug chemicals underneath a family's door with a syringe. The guy is caught on surveillance video kneeling down with a syringe and injecting drug chemicals under their door.
That's heinous.
In the apartment complex. It's like, what the hell is this guy doing? Listen to this. Channel 8, after moving into their new condominium in June 22, Umar Abdullah, an expectant wife, were ready to welcome their daughter. They met their neighbors, and soon enough, a newborn infant was kicking around. Oh, what a lovely, lovely story. But then soon after, the downstairs neighbor turned into the neighbor from hell.
He really did.
Yeah, I mean, that's accurate.
This guy's name is Zhuming Li. Zhuming Li. So shortly after, the neighbor Zhu Minling started texting him and was bitching and moaning and complaining about noise coming from upstairs in their apartment. And Lee downstairs said he couldn't sleep. He could hear the toilet seat being moved around. And they went back and forth, I guess, for months. And they started to get kind of ill. So after months of back and forth, the grogginess, sickness, and vomiting for Abdullah and his family began. They started getting sick. And Abdullah said that he looked at his daughter. Her eyes were full of tears. She wasn't crying. Anyway, they didn't know what the hell was going on. So Abdullah, the victim here, said that a friend of his first smelled chemicals when she went to bring a package while they were on vacation, when the family returned, they said they smelled it too. They said it kind of smelled like nail polish remover, but it was more obnoxious. I would say noxious, but it's noxious and obnoxious. First, they said he called an air conditioning company, but they said nothing was wrong. A plumber checked out the water heater where the smell appeared to be coming from. Nope, everything checked out fine. But the smell kept coming back and back and back. Even the air ducts and vents were cleaned. And then they discovered what the hell was going on. They called the fire department, but the fire department tests, like with the gas meter, didn't reveal anything. So after all the suspects that he could think of, after all the possibilities were thunked of, after everything was checked off, he said he thought about his neighbor downstairs who kept complaining of the noise, and Abdullah eventually believed that the noises might not even exist. But then Abdullah took a skewer to his door, and he said he found a crack in the corner that a syringe could fit through.
Really?
Yeah. So he hid a camera like in a plant in the hallway outside the apartment. He put a hidden camera outside, and that's when he caught the neighbor, this Zhuming Lee, caught the guy kneeling down and injecting something underneath the door. So one day he noticed his daughter was sick again, checked the camera, and it showed the downstairs neighbor crouching down. Crouching tiger, hidden dragon. Zhuming Lee. Injecting stuff under the door with a syringe. Oh, my God. So he saw him crouching down. The angle was not clear enough to tell exactly what was going on at that point with the first attempt, but then he adjusted the camera angle, waited for his daughter to have like symptoms again, checked the video, and then he saw the neighbor whipping out a syringe and injecting liquid under his door. How freaking nuts is this?
This guy should get shot. I mean, honestly, this is just evil.
It's an evil plot.
Wow.
All right, so what was going on here? He was injecting opioids. This is from the Tampa Police Department police report. So this is a city of Tampa where this occurred. And according to the Tampa Police Department arrest affidavit, there was a drug test, a hazmat test, and they found that the liquid chemical agent contained both methadone and hydrocodone, which are opioids. Those are pain medications.
Trying to give him a drug overdose or something? They just die in their sleep?
But injecting that underneath it's just odd. I mean, who would think of injecting opioids under your door into your apartment, causing a smell? Because these were liquid opioids.
This is such a bad person.
So Zhuming Lee, the neighbor downstairs who's been accused of this, he was listed as a USF student, but USF says he's now no longer a student.
Nope, not ours.
Guess what kind of student he was at USF?
Chemistry major.
Yes, he was. He was a chemistry major. So, I guess don't F with chemistry majors, but, I mean, is this unbelievable? He calls the police, shows the police the hidden camera video of him kneeling down and pulling out the syringe and juicing up underneath the door with the syringe. I guess like in the weather stripping. He was poking through the weather stripping and injecting this liquid under their door into their apartment. So he got his family out of the house, called the police, and this Zhuming Lee was arrested, charged with multiple felonies, including possession of a controlled substance, burglary. And then the test showed exactly what he was injecting under their door. Is this not the craziest, creepiest, most bizarre thing? Who the hell would ever think that a crazy neighbor would inject opioid chemicals in liquid form under your door into your apartment?
Yeah, that is just beyond a neighbor from hell.
Lee is out on bond.
So he's back home.
He's out on bond. He's got a hearing coming up in December, but he's also facing lawsuits from Abdullah.
As he should.
Yeah, and also from the condo association. Man, what a nutty story. So Lee's attorney gave a statement to News Channel 8.
Okay.
Said that Lee pled not guilty and all the facts will come out in due course.
I got a video here of him crouching down in front of this guy's door. And Jack, what's the not guilty part?
Crouching tiger, hidden opioid.
So, who's his lawyer? Let's get that lawyer on the line. I have a couple questions for that guy.
I don't have the lawyer's name in the story, but I'm sure we can dig him up. Hey, a couple of sound bites from the news reports. First, this is from Channel 8.
A neighbor who's seemingly a regular guy, he was coming and harming us with chemical. And that was very scary for us.
I'd say.
That's Mr. Abdullah.
That was Channel 8. Now, these are from Fox 13.
So after my daughter was born in August last year, his complaint, like footstep complaint, drawer closing.
So he's complaining about noise. This is the guy downstairs. So, yeah, you always deal with that by shooting chemicals under your door with a syringe.
I installed a hidden camera outside because we were suspecting someone is basically tampering our place from outside.
Yep.
And then we caught our neighbor injecting something through our door. On June 27th, I found that our neighbor is coming with a syringe. He's pulling something from a vial and then he's injecting through our entry door. If we could not have found that incident on the camera, probably after a few days, we might have been just dead.
Who knows?
Yeah,
but
right.
Luckily they caught him, or else they might have never figured this out. They would have never solved this mystery of what the hell was going on. Also from Fox 13.
I can never imagine to expect something like that happen to anyone. I wish no one else would have to go through a situation like this ever in their life.
What a crazy, crazy story. That is nuts. I mean, just when you thought that you had a bad neighbor, folks, check this dude's neighbor out. I mean, I would never even imagine that. That's a scenario that wouldn't even, and I'm a pretty whacked out guy, with crap I think of.
You get pretty creative if I tried.
But man, that's a new one for me, injecting chemicals under their door with a syringe.
This Lee guy makes my terrible neighbors look like angels.
Oh, yeah. That's unbelievable. Oh, you know what I got to post? I got to post, man, I am so excited, but this is going to lead to something. So I had half a dozen people send me this story from various sources because people know that I make my own ice cream. And I am so excited. Let me post this right now before I forget. I'm going to put this up on my... all right, hold on.
Hold on. You have a video that you're posting?
Yeah, I'm gonna post a video right now.
Onto your Instagram?
Yeah, on my Instagram. Hang on, let me share this to Instagram. After 2 years, you can hear the audio. You'll be able to watch the video in a few. After a couple of years, I finally got my vanilla ice cream where I wanted it.
Oh,
I've been trying to perfect my vanilla ice cream, and I finally got it. Here, listen to this.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Wow. All righty. Yum, yum. It has taken me a couple of years, but I have finally perfected my vanilla bean ice cream. So here we go. Going to shut off the refrigerator. Let's shut off the chair.
All right, and then you see me scoop the ice cream out of the freezer, out of the ice cream machine, and put it in my container, and it is delectable. But there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. So I'm excited. I finally got my vanilla bean ice cream exactly where I want it. I've been tinkering with this for 2 years.
You need to be careful how you say that, because when you say, I finally got my vanilla ice cream where I wanted it, it makes it sound like it's like somewhere on your body. And then when you're like, wow, ooh. So just say, I finally perfected just say perfected. Don't say got it where I wanted it.
All right, hang on. I'm typing the little words, the caption on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Finally perfected.
Yeah, don't say you got it where you wanted
my vanilla.
Oh, Roxanne, I think you have vanilla ice cream all over your
ice
ass.
cream. All right, hold on a minute. I got it. All right, done. Let me move it up.
Yeah, move it up.
There we go. I'm moving it up to the top of the video. Fine. Let me just spell check. Finally perfected my vanilla ice cream.
Okay, very good.
Next. And
you done?
Yeah, hold on.
Look, I mean,
a minute.
as riveting as
Dude, hang
you
on a
know,
minute.
I mean, riveting radio is listening to you put stuff on your social media.
Hey, I'm about to hang on. Share.
Really compelling.
I'm hitting the share button.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
All right, it's sharing right now.
Oh yes. Put your phone by the window so it gets better reception.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, were you?
I just put the phone by the window.
Because you have to. You have to when you actually take calls, you have to lean against the window in this building because it's so terrible with reception.
Yeah. So hold on. I'm posting the video right now, or at least I think I'm posting the video. So
okay. All right. Hey, listen, we get it. It'll be on Instagram shortly.
But here's the deal.
Yes.
So, folks, in a few minutes, you'll be able to go to my Instagram and see the video of my vanilla ice cream. I'm bringing this up because I had like half a dozen people send me this story. MJ, be careful with your homemade ice cream. You know, you forget. I mean, people glom on the stuff you say on the show, and you know, people know that I make my own ice cream. I've perfected my mint chocolate chip. My Belgian chocolate is out of control.
Don't you make a good banana too?
My banana is killer.
I've had your banana.
Oh God! Just keep going. Just don't stop. Just keep going.
At your
MJ.
party.
Yep.
Everybody did.
Nope. All right. I mean, I've had MJ's banana in my mouth too, and it's delicious.
You served it to everyone.
But wow. All right. Just what? Okay.
Oh boy.
What did 6 people send you about your vanilla ice cream?
Well, by the way, the video's up, folks. I just posted the video.
Okay.
If you want to see my vanilla ice cream on Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio, and check out my vanilla. It is phenomenal. The video, it's only a 10-second video, but you can check it out. So people sent me numerous versions of this story. Filthy, bacteria-riddled ice cream machines in Frugal's burger joint in Washington State led to deaths of 3 people. So people, because there was listeria. Their ice cream milkshake machine, apparently, their machines were like infected with listeria.
I'll have 2 scoops of malt and 2 pumps of listeria, please.
And 3 people died.
Oh, that's not funny.
And then
sad.
Additionally, 3 people were hospitalized. And only the Frugal's restaurant in Tacoma, Washington is thought to have been affected.
That's horrific.
Well, I'd never heard of Frugal's. But
they're frugal on their cleaning services.
Apparently so. No, but people say, hey, MJ, be careful. And people are like, MJ, I hope you clean your ice cream machine out well. Yes, I do. So that's why I'm bringing up the ice cream, because I make my own. And yes, I am very diligent at cleaning out my ice cream machine. I use a detergent to clean it out, but also right before I use it each time, I boil like 2 or 3 cups of water in the microwave. Like I'm talking scorching, boiling water in a big Pyrex measuring cup. And then I dump the water. I dump the boiling hot water in the machine, down all the sides, in all the parts and everything, for one last like scorching
disinfectant
cleanse,
cleaning,
to just like burn everything up.
All right.
You know, after a good clean, after I finish each use with the machine. So, folks, thank you for your concern, but I believe that my ice cream is listeria-free.
Well, knowing that information, I feel a lot better about eating your banana.
And, folks, if you want to check out my vanilla ice cream, it is delectable. Take a look at this. Go to Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. Give me a follow while you're there. If you don't follow me on Instagram, give me a follow, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio.
And follow me at Roxanne Wilder. And also, MJ, every time you say delectable, it reminds me of my kids. My kids say that because there are these books they read called Fancy Nancy. And Fancy Nancy always says delectable. So that's what you sound like, Fancy Nancy.
Oh, Dennis Phillips just texted me.
What did he say?
He says he can go early. Hang on a minute. He said, because I had Dennis Phillips, because he's up late.
You want to talk to him here or right after the break? Or when?
But I'm going to call him quickly, then we'll go to break, and then we'll talk to him after the break.
Okay.
But I had Dennis Phillips with this possible tropical depression and possible tropical activity hitting the west coast of Florida here next week. I had him set up for 9:30 this morning because he's up late. He does the 11:30 news, 11 o'clock news. He doesn't get out of there, doesn't get home till after midnight. And he's a late sleeper, so usually we can get him on, 9:30 or so. But he just texted me saying that he's available now. So hold on, let me. All right, calling Dennis Phillips, the chief meteorologist from ABC Action News.
Hello?
Hey, Dennis, MJ, and the crew live. How are you?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
All right, I got your text that we don't have to go at 9:30. You can go early. I'm taking a break right now, so can we talk to you right after the break?
Sure.
All right, we're going to call you live, and you have a full update on what we need to know about this potential tropical system, correct?
I do.
All right, Dennis Phillips live next. Will the Tampa Bay area and the west coast of Florida be hit with some tropical activity next week? Find out from Dennis Phillips from ABC Action News live next here on the MJ Morning Show. So, Dennis, I'll call you in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, buddy. That's called a promo. That's a tease, man.
Yeah, that was a good one, too.
How do you tune out of that? I don't know how you tune. I don't think you can tune out of that.
I mean, if you didn't tune out during MJ posting ice cream
Oh, will
videos
you
to his
shut up?
Instagram, and if you're still here, thank you very much. Dennis Phillips coming up next.
Shut up. Absolutely. Dennis Phillips coming up next. All right, 8:46 at the MJ Morning Show. Quick break. A couple of sponsors here, and then we're back, and Dennis Phillips will lead us off next, so stand by. Phillips from ABC Action News, and potential tropical activity hitting us next week. We'll have him live next. Froggy called in with a migraine today. Said he was up all night. Bad migraine. But we all noticed that 99% of the time, Froggy has migraines on Fridays. So makes for a nice 3-day weekend.
Well, it's after a long, busy work week. You've got a headache by then.
And next Friday, I think he'll have another one. It'll be a 4-day weekend because next weekend's Labor Day weekend as well.
I don't see why we all don't get sick next Friday.
Hey, Dennis Phillips is joining us early. We had Dennis scheduled for 9:30, but then I got a text. Hey, guys, I'm up early. So if you want to go, I can go. So here we go. Dennis Phillips, ABC Action News, chief meteorologist, or Mr. Suspenders has my... Hey, Dennis, do you know that if you call Michelle, so Michelle has your number and you guys talk occasionally, whenever you call Michelle, it comes up as Mr. Suspenders. That's
awesome.
That's how she has you in her directory, in the contact list.
Yeah, I get that a lot. It's kind of a funny story. I never wore a pair of suspenders prior to Hurricane Charlie my entire life, and I was going in to cover the storm. A lot of folks don't remember that was back in 2004. I had a jacket on every day I did the weather for 15 years, and happened to have one pair of suspenders to my name. Happened to put them on for no reason when I was covering Charlie, and after the storm missed us, the station did all its research. Who'd you watch? Who'd you like? Overwhelming response. I have no idea what the guy's name was, but he was wearing a pair of suspenders.
So during Hurricane Charlie, again, one of those near misses back in 2004, it went into Punta Gorda and into Charlotte Harbor. It was supposed to come towards us, took a turn at the last minute, just like Ian did last year, down hitting Fort Myers and Naples. And so Dennis, this is 2004, and Dennis just put suspenders on for no reason. And after the fact, all the research that was done was, who'd you like? Who covered the weather? And people were saying, it was the dude with the suspenders. So
yeah, Mr. Suspenders. Yeah.
So after that became your trademark. And was it you who decided suspenders, or did the news director say, dude, you got to wear the suspenders?
My boss. Yeah, my boss goes, hey, this is good stuff. That's your new shtick. I'm like, well, I don't really have any suspenders. He goes, go get some on eBay. So I'm like, all right.
That's great. All right. So do we have to worry about this system? So this is kind of odd. This is a weird season because, L.A. just got whacked with Hillary and, Southern California. And last time a tropical system, whacked into Southern California like that, well, I think it was 1938 or something, or, late 30s. And we just have weird stuff going on. This is a system that is in the Pacific, crossing over Central America into the Gulf. And the trajectories have this heading our way, west coast of Florida, early next week. Dennis, what do we need to know?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on with this. It is very unusual. It's actually the kind of storm that we would either see in June or in October. But here's and the reason is because, when people talk about Irma or Ian or Charlie and that, or even Michael back a few years ago, and that's the worst case scenario. People have a tendency to focus on worst case scenario. I think it's just kind of human nature. You worry about the worst case. And I think most of us realize that the majority of the time you don't get a worst case scenario. Now, last year in Fort Myers, you did with Ian. But this kind of storm, whatever it is, whatever it forms and becomes, it's going to go to Florida. I don't think there's any way around it. Now, what might that be? Well, it doesn't exist yet. It isn't even there. There's not an area of low pressure yet. So the models can absolutely not latch onto anything because they don't even know where it begins. So it's real simple. If this thing were to form farther east, everybody's seen the little red hatched area that the Hurricane Center came out with. So, and that's a good thing to start with. So if that were to start on the right side of that red hatch, it's going to be more South Florida. If it's going to start on the left side of that red hatched area, it's going to be more the Big Bend or up in the Panhandle. If it's somewhere in between, Central Florida. But the way I see it right now, whatever it is, and it might be a tropical wave, just a blob with some rain. It might be a weak tropical storm or rain with a name, or it might be something a little bit stronger. It could even be as strong as a minimal hurricane. But until we see it develop, until there's something there to actually pinpoint, it's impossible to know exactly where it's going to go or how strong it is. But I will tell you this, and the people who are throwing out the worst case scenarios, those storms that we mentioned before, those were already major hurricanes when they were coming into the Northern Caribbean or the Florida Straits. This one is just going to be starting to develop. So I just don't see how it could have the kind of intensity to get anywhere close to that. I just don't. And in spite of the fact that we all know how warm the water is, and that is certainly the great equalizer, because honestly, a lot of these models can't take into account the water temperature being what it is. So we're kind of in new territory here. And that's,
but you expect something. We're going to get something, even if it's in the form of just rain. We're getting something, because I'm looking, like you say, I'm looking at the red hatch marks that the National Hurricane Center has put out, and they have it kind of developing off of, let's say, Honduras and, the eastern side of the Yucatan Peninsula, then heading up the central Gulf, kind of, threading a needle between the Yucatan and the western tip of Cuba. So, I mean, if it turns into a tropical storm or greater, it's going to be called Idalia. What is your best guess?
Right now, my best guess is a mid to strong tropical storm and bringing a ton of rain to the west coast of Florida, which, oh, by the way, how many times in the last few months have people said, boy, what we need here is just a nice little tropical storm to give us a ton of rain so we don't have any drought anymore. And that might very well be what it's going to be. I mean, honestly, MJ, it's almost impossible until we see exactly where it develops in terms of the strength. But, yeah, it's coming to Florida, no matter what.
All right, so what do we have to look for? When are we going to know? Is it going to be Saturday, Sunday? When are we going to know what this thing is going to do?
I'd say probably Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. The Hurricane Center is still saying they're not really expecting development until late this weekend or early next week, and that's another thing. There's going to be a trough coming in from the north, and that kind of acts like a little scoop, and it will start accelerating it forward while it's moving our way. So it's not going to be a slow-moving system. It's going to be moving faster in terms of its forward speed, which is a good thing because it gets it out of here quicker. But sometimes, and I don't want to get too sciencey, but sometimes that forward speed, as it accelerates, that kind of translates to stronger winds when you're at the surface wherever you are. But I'm not going to rule out the possibility in all that warm water that it could become a minimal hurricane. I think if that were to happen, it would more than likely be north of the Bay Area. It would be in the Big Bend, because remember, the longer it's over the water, the stronger it can be. And if it's going to say make landfall, whatever it is, here, Bay Area southward, it's not going to be over water as long, so it's not going to have as much time to develop.
All right, you heard it from Mr. Suspenders, folks. Dennis Phillips, chief meteorologist at ABC Action News. We should know more definitively, what's going to happen Sunday afternoon, according to Dennis. Dennis, I'm sure we'll be on the phone with you on Monday.
Sounds good. See you then. Have a good weekend.
Did you have a question?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, Dennis, we're getting texts from your fans saying, I love Dennis. He's always right. And we always have to remember rule number 7, LOL.
Yeah, that's a thing. Somehow it came along back when Hurricane Isaac was coming. It's don't freak out unless I'm freaking out. We're fine.
Yeah, rule number 7 is don't freak out unless Dennis is freaking out.
We're fine, yeah. And it started back when Hurricane Isaac was coming in back in 2012. I'll tell you, I've been trying to extend my platform a little bit. I'm one of those old school guys who just kind of stuck on Facebook, and I'm, finding out that a lot of people have either gone off of Facebook or they're just preferring some other way. So now, literally in the last week, I've opened up a TikTok account, I've opened up a YouTube Live account, and I'm posting like crazy on all this stuff. So it's hard to miss seeing some kind of an update from me. I'm all over the place right now.
All right, Dennis Phillips. We'll talk to you Monday, Dennis.
See you guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so we'll know more this weekend. Sunday should be. But listen, if you're hearing the chatter about this, that we could have a tropical system, heading our way sometime next week, it's certainly possible. It's in the cards. And we'll be back with you with all the updates, obviously all weekend here on Q105. And then Monday morning, we'll be all over this thing and let you know exactly what's going on. Let me get Chris Jallo on the phone from Lukens. Of course, tomorrow is the big Mark Wahlberg event. A-list actor Mark Wahlberg at Lukens in South Tampa. And Chris sent me a text a little while ago. And also, Roxanne, you want to go. So I got to hook you up with Chris to get you in. Tomorrow.
So it'll be a couple of people that are part of our team, including myself, Andrew, Terry.
Yeah. So Chris from Lukens sent me a note that we're sold out, but I want to give you guys some feedback on how great everything has gone here. Listen, we gave away the VIP pack yesterday. Our response was off the charts. Let me get Chris on the phone from Lukens. Let me grab one of these open lines here. Hey, I picked up a line which someone's on, if you can pick that up. All right, 727.
All right, while you get him on the line, MJ,
Yes.
westbound I-4 at MLK has 3 lanes blocked.
Oh, jeez.
So it's a traffic mess.
Westbound I-4 at MLK.
Coming into Tampa.
What's the problem?
There's cars all over the place. It's a big accident.
Oh, jeez. All right. Hey, Chris.
Morning, gentlemen.
All right,
And
folks. Ladies.
Hi.
Yep, and Roxanne. Chris Jallo from Lucan's Liquors. So I'm telling you right now, Chris, the response for our pop-up contest, which we had you on Wednesday, and you said, hey, MJ, I got a VIP package for you to give away for Mark Wahlberg. And I said, you know what? Let me do this on Thursday morning. Dude, our phones blew out. The response, incredible. The phones wouldn't stop ringing for 45 minutes. Hey, am I caller 105? Am I caller 105? So you're saying the feedback has been enormous, right?
Absolutely. I mean, between friends, family, customers, it's been pretty intense just all around Tampa Bay. And we appreciate you guys, everything, helping out and talking about the event as well.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are looking forward. I never knew how many Mark Wahlberg fans there were. I've got a dozen texts from friends. Hey, can you get me in? Can you get me in? I'm like, nah, I can't get everyone in. Now, Chris, Roxanne wants to come with a couple of folks from the station. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so should I just I'll give you Roxanne's information? I'll just email you, okay?
Yeah, just share my information with her, and she can reach out to me, and we can coordinate all of that with her directly.
Also, and you got the winner is Carlos. You got that from me yesterday, right?
I did. Thank you very much. He seems stoked, so we're excited to have him.
Oh, man. Carlos is a huge Mark Wahlberg fan, and Carlos won the VIP package yesterday, and he's excited. So I'm glad he's on the VIP list, so that'll be taken care of.
You know,
I think Froggy was a little upset. I think if it was Froggy, he didn't get to ask his question now.
Yeah, well, guess what? Froggy called in with a migraine this morning. I think he needs some tequila to take care of his migraine.
Or maybe that's what caused the headache.
Yeah.
So the thing about Mark Wahlberg is there's nothing anybody can say that's bad about the guy. I mean, everybody likes him.
Everyone likes him, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Like when you start to follow people on IG, he's on IG, you feel like you know people, and he comes across even more down to earth and cool and nice.
But he does comedy movies.
Yeah.
He's done movies with Will Ferrell. He's done the Ted movies. Then he's done great drama movies and mobster movies.
Also, listen, I don't know much about his personal life, but he's like a family dude married to the same woman for years, right?
Yeah,
totally.
But he does kids movies. Mike, what's that movie? The Bad Guys?
Oh, The Other Guys.
The Other Guys.
Right.
The Other Guys. Yeah.
Oh, where he shot Derek Jeter in the butt.
He's great. I'm the biggest actor in Hollywood, right?
He really is.
It's going to be amazing.
Yep. All right, well, listen, Flecha Azul, that's the name of the tequila that he's backing, right?
Yeah, Flecha Azul. Honestly, guys, I can't wait. If you haven't tried it, everyone's got to try it. I mean, it's not just his name on a bottle or a spokesman. I mean, he's really behind it, and it's I'm a tequila guy myself. I love tequila. I've been drinking it probably before I was legally able to. But, I mean, it's unbelievable. The quality of it's insane. So I'm looking forward to everyone getting a chance to try it after this event.
All right, and the event is sold out, and so we just want to make it clear that, listen, you guys love your customers, you value your customers, but people just can't show up unless they have a ticket for the sold-out event.
Absolutely. They cannot show up unless they have a ticket. They will be turned away. I mean, even if you have a ticket, we need to get through as many people as possible. So we're not letting outside posters, CDs, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch CDs to get signed.
What?
Keep all that stuff in your car. Keep it all at home.
I've had a T-shirt for 40 years.
Don't try to stand outside. Nothing like that.
That's cool.
All right, so listen, I wish I could be there, but I'm flying out in a couple of hours to New York to take the kids back to school in New York and New Hampshire, or else I'd be there tomorrow.
Well, MJ. So one thing we'd like to do, and I'm going to go without a side bottle. I mean, we're beyond sold out. I mean, it's pretty crazy what we've been able to do with the allocation that we have. But if you all want to give away another customer a signed bottle of Flecha Azul Reposado Tequila, which will give them access to the event.
Yep.
Even though we don't have 3 bottles to give away, that's how sold out we are. I will give them a bottle that's allocated towards me, my family, and they'll get the VIP access as well. So that way they'll get in line with the VIP.
Hold on, whoa. You want to do a pop-up contest right now?
Right now, if you guys want to do it. So take care of your fans for being great to us and our customers for being great to us. If somebody couldn't get in, you guys want to do it, whether now or later today, If you guys want to give away a bottle, I'll give you guys one of my bottles.
I'll do it right now. All right, so wait a minute. So right now, if I take a caller to win, another chance to go meet Marky, I want to say Mark Wahlberg. All right, so another, I'm all flustered. All right, so another chance right now, I can take a caller, I can take a winner, and we'll put them on the VIP list, and they'll get an autograph bottle and get to meet Mark Wahlberg tomorrow as well?
Yes, sir.
Chris, you have no idea how happy. I can't tell you how many people hit me up on the text line that were so sad that they didn't.
Look at the phones.
Yeah.
The phones have blown up right now.
I mean, our emails, our customer service email, our stores have not stopped because we sold out 2 days ago, and it's been crazy. But we have no more to give. I mean, we are completely wiped out of bottles. We're trying to get more,
except
we can't.
Except we have one more bottle now. One bottle and VIP access to a winner right now. Correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me do it, Chris. Chris Giallo from Lucan's Liquors. And, of course, Wahlberg's going to be in South Tampa at the new store between Kennedy and 275, the old Rooms to Go Kids location tomorrow. All right, let me give this away, Chris. I'll email you the next winner right now, okay?
Perfect. Make sure everyone carpools who's going if they can. Parking's going to be insane.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I'll talk to you later. I'll call you on the way to the airport.
Perfect.
I'll text you when I get your number.
All right.
All right, Roxanne. Thanks.
Thanks,
Wow.
Chris.
Folks, what a shock.
All right, what number caller?
This is unbelievable. I'm going to go with 105.
Okay.
All right, folks, this is instant contest right now. You just heard it. Chris Giallo from Lucan said give away another VIP to go see Mark Wahlberg tomorrow at Lucan's in South Tampa.
That's amazing.
All right, let's do it. 105. Caller 105 right now. You only get one bottle. Yesterday, we gave away 3 autograph bottles.
He doesn't have 3 to give away.
He's going to give you one out of his stash. So, 1 bottle, but you get to meet Mark Wahlberg tomorrow at Lucan's. Caller 105 800 990 1047. We'll take the 105th caller right now, 800 990 1047. Holy crap. I mean, out of nowhere. That was surprising.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm all flustered over here. All right, 800 990 1047. The 105th caller right now will grab this add-on, this instant pop-up additional chance to meet Mark Wahlberg and get an autographed bottle of his Flecha Azul tequila. That's awesome.
That's super cool, man.
You know what? It's 9:15. Let me mention the Trip a Day song. Very active day here. Today's Trip a Day song is going to be If You Had My Love by Jennifer Lopez. If You Had My Love by J-Lo. By J-Lo. It's guaranteed to play between now and 6 o'clock. Sometime during the workday, when that song plays, be the 7th caller, and you'll win the Trip a Day. It's a 3-day staycation to the Wyndham Grand Orlando Bonnet Creek. So good luck from the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. All right, Andrew is screening away. What a surprise. Just instantly. I had no...
He surprised you with that?
Yes.
That's amazing.
I would have promoted it all morning long.
Good point.
If I would have known, I would have promoted it. Hey, after 9 o'clock, we're going to give away. I had no idea.
All right. Andrew's counting the lines off as fast as they come in. So keep calling.
Yeah. So
lines are opening up all the time.
He is still screening calls right now. Andrew, what number are you up to?
What number?
What number are you up to? He's up to 47? Did he say... Andrew, did you say 47? Man, you're like a tree sloth in there. All right, I'm kidding. All right, so he just flipped me off.
He needs that finger. He needs that finger for the phone.
He's not even... Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, we're not halfway there.
No.
Whoa,
All right.
Whoa, we're not halfway there. Andrew's living on a prayer. All right, so caller 105. So clearly you have a chance to win this by calling 800-990-1047 right now. I want to try to grab the winner before we go to break.
Yeah, but Andrew's taking his sweet ass time in there going through the 105 lines.
Oh, wow.
Might make it a little difficult.
9:17 at the MJ Morning Show. I got to shut things down like a couple of minutes early today because I got to get to the airport. Because I'm flying out. Chloe's meeting me at the airport. I'm flying up with Chloe. Michelle and Julian flew up yesterday. And we're all meeting up in New York and then moving Julian in to NYU. And then we're driving up to New Hampshire to take Chloe up to school. So it's a big old, get the kids back to college weekend for Julian to start college in the first place. Chloe's in her final semester. Chloe graduates in December with a triple degree.
Now, is she playing soccer this year?
She is not.
Okay.
Yep.
Focusing on getting out of that place early.
Yep. Oh, she's out in December.
That's
yeah.
cool, man.
Yep.
You know, she's been getting good grades, graduating early, and having fun. That's exactly what you want for your kids in college.
Well, thank you for that commentary.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right.
All right. Now, speaking of alcohol, did you see what Biden's alcohol czar said?
Oh,
First
I
of all-
did see that. That's offensive to me.
Biden has an alcohol czar?
I mean,
you know what? We don't do much politics on this show.
He has an alcohol czar just for Hunter.
Yeah. Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Really?
I
How
need an
dare
alcohol.
you?
Come on, man. I need an alcohol czar just for my son.
I mean, the nerve.
All right, here's the deal. We don't do a lot of politics on this show, and that's intentional. But I do have a Biden item, and then I've got a Trump item. So it'll be equal opportunity here. So the Biden issue is Biden's alcohol czar is saying that new guidance could be you can only have 2 beers a week.
I think it's so appropriate. I think it's so appropriate that we're doing this this little bit here while we're taking calls on the visit to Lucan's, right?
President Biden's alcohol czar, Dr. George Koob, K-O-O-B.
That sounds like an insult. What a Koob.
Told the Daily Mail that the USDA could revise its alcohol recommendations to match Canada's. And
Canada's recommendations, 2 beers?
And in January, the Great White North in Canada, they began urging residents to limit their alcohol consumption to 2 beers or 2 drinks a week. 2 drinks a week?
I'd like to see Hunter, have those rules imposed on him.
All they have to do is get drunk up on Molson up there in Canada.
Yeah,
Molson, Labatt's, all that stuff.
Yeah, all that junk. Anyway, come on. And then the Trump thing is, of course, Trump turned himself in. He was booked in Fulton County.
Yeah, there's a mugshot of a president now.
For the election charges. So there's a mugshot of Trump, and they reported his weight. I guess it was self-reported. Trump came in at 215 pounds. Not a chance. Not a chance.
I don't know. He's not a fat man.
He's not 215.
But he's a big man.
So there were betting sites that were taking wagers.
I saw that on what his weight would be.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It's not an official weight.
It's invalid.
Right.
He needed to be weighed in officially at the jail, and then they self-reported his height at 6'3" and his weight at 215. And Trump is easily pushing 250, 250.
Is
not,
he 6'3"?
Not 250. Yeah. Well, I think he's more like 6'2". But I think he overstates the inch and or so, and then understates the weight a little bit. All right, let me grab the 105th caller. We're up to 104, so the next line I pick is 105 for this big surprise. Good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Kevin Hammond.
Kevin, do you like Mark Wahlberg?
My wife does.
Oh, boy. Guess what? Guess who gets to meet Mark Wahlberg tomorrow at Lucan's?
Would that be me or my wife?
Yes.
Thank you.
Is your wife going to be happy with you?
Hopefully, I need it.
Oh, man.
Now, is your wife there?
No.
Okay.
Oh, are you in the doghouse?
No.
All right. Does your wife know that Mark Wahlberg is going to be in Tampa tomorrow?
She does. She's the one that let me know about it.
Oh, man. And she has no idea you just called in and won?
No.
Can we call her live right now?
Probably shouldn't.
What's going on?
Is she a psychiatrist?
It's not. There's nothing between us. It's just something else that we can't do that right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you're the sketchiest winner ever. I mean, I'm happy for you, but man.
Oh, because I'd love to break the news to your wife that you just won.
Can you do that? Can you do that off the air?
That's exactly how we don't work
Well,
around here.
I kind of put on a show, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not like
I understand.
It's not like secret content behind the scenes. I want. So there's no way we can call her live.
All right.
Can we call her live and say her name is Kettle?
Hold on. Listen.
Hold on. Andrew, do me a favor. I'm
Put him on hold.
I'm gonna put Kevin on hold. Fester, you don't touch the phone.
Yeah, I'm
you
not
don't
gonna touch it.
You don't touch it.
I don't want to touch it.
All right, Andrew, Kevin, it's Kevin, right?
Yes.
All right, Kevin, you're on line 4. I'm putting you on hold. Don't hang up. Stay on the line. All right. He's on hold.
Andrew,
go get Kevin's wife's phone number, and we're going to try to call. In fact, do me a favor, Andrew. Andrew, you call Kevin's wife on the hotline. So put him back on hold. All right, so Andrew's getting the wife's number so we can try to break the news.
Oh, man, I hope she picks up.
Yeah, so we don't know. Listen, everything is spontaneous here. I had no idea that Lukens was going to say give away one more Mark Wahlberg VIP. I had no idea that was going to happen.
I had no idea you were going to turn into a marital therapist between Kevin and whatever the hell's going on with his wife.
I can't figure it out because he's like he's not in the doghouse, but he's like, I really need him. I need to make her happy. And then we can't talk to her right now. We don't know what's going on with her right now.
So I mean, maybe she's in surgery or something. I don't know.
I don't know what is taking Andrew so long on line 4, but something's weird. So, Andrew, what is it? A 97-digit international number? What are you calling a satellite phone?
All right, he can't hear you right now.
Holy crap! He's still on hold he's still talking to Kevin.
Come on.
All right,
Come on.
All right.
Call him on the hotline.
All right. What? Wow. All right, hang on a minute. All right, Andrew, turn your mic on. What took so long to get the wife's phone number?
I had to get all of his information.
Okay.
We don't need that yet. We just keep him on
I
hold.
need the wife's. Do you have the wife's number?
I have the wife's number.
All right, call now. Hurry up.
Call her on the hotline.
On the hotline. Call her up real quick.
Oh, man.
To see if we can break the news.
Just keep him on hold. He'll be fine.
I'm bringing Kevin up right now.
We know who he is.
All right, Kevin, you're back on. Is your wife at home or at work? Where is she right now?
She should be at home.
All right, so we're now dialing her up on the hotline. So I'm going to try to conference call you guys. Andrew, don't tell her what happened. Let me break the news if she picks up. So hopefully she picks up the phone, but she might not if she... What do you have? Oh, it's going to voicemail? All right, Kevin, turn your radio all the way down. It's going to confuse... All right, call back one more time. Let's go to voicemail. Oh, my God. I want to stick an ice pick in my face.
Listen, it's okay. Well, they sell ice picks over at Lucan's. So you can break up your... All right.
Andrew's going to dial it one more time.
Now, MJ, I didn't ask Chris Jallo this. Is it for a +1?
I'm sure that I'm sure that he can bring his wife.
Kev, I mean, you're going too,
Who's
right?
the real Mark Wahlberg fan, apparently. Yeah, it's going. Hey, Kevin, it's going straight to voicemail. What's going on at your house?
Well, she's probably getting ready for a doctor's appointment.
Okay, all right. But she'll be excited about going to meet Mark Wahlberg tomorrow, right?
Yes.
All right, awesome. All right, and Andrew, you have all his information, so I can cut him loose, right? All right. Do you have his email? Okay, we'll email you the instructions and everything. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Where are you calling from, Kevin?
Largo.
All right, fantastic. Thank you, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
All right. That was a little strange.
I mean,
but they listen. All kinds of surprises today.
Anybody can win. Anybody. I mean, Carlos won yesterday. Kevin won today.
All right, I am running late, obviously, because I never know what the hell's going to happen here. So I'm running a few minutes late. Let me take a quick break. It's our final break, and I got to leave soon to go to the airport because I got a flight. I got to meet Chloe because we're heading up to New York in just a few minutes. All right, before we roll out of here, before we go to our final segment of the MJ Morning Show here on a Friday, a couple of our great sponsors. Do the whole last segment speaking like Shaggy. What do you think?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Shaggy. Shaggy. All right, 9:34 at the MJ Morning Show. And the final chunk of the broadcast before I got to blow out of here. I got to head over to the airport. I think my flight's running like 10 minutes late, but still, I can't dawdle, can't lollygag. You know, I had some folks send me, hey, MJ, I know you fly a lot. What do you think about the 46 near misses last month? Did you see that thing?
What's a near miss?
Well, close calls or so the FAA has issued a response to the New York Times report of 46 close calls in the month of July when it comes to U.S. air traffic. Commercial airlines in the United States had 46 close calls in July alone, with one American Airlines flight to Dallas traveling at 500 miles per hour had to abruptly pull up and climb fast in order to avoid a United Airlines flight.
All right, 46 just sounds like a lot for one
It
month.
does. It sounds like a hellacious number.
I know there's thousands and thousands and thousands of flights, but 46 seems high.
Dozens of near misses between aircraft in the U.S. Last month in July is just highlighting the increasing numbers of incursions on runways. It just seems that the system's getting a little sloppier. And, man, I hope that, we're not playing with fire here. We're going to, I don't want to see our first, commercial airline disaster for the first time since, what? When was Colgan Air? I think that was the last one.
I think it was 2010.
Maybe
even before that.
2009 sticks in my mind. Look up Colgan Air. So Colgan Air was that, was it Continental Connector or whatever the hell that was that crashed in Buffalo? Yeah, Colgan Air was what date? I think 2009.
February 12th, 2009.
Yep, there we go. The last commercial airline crash in this country was 2009 with a fatality. And folks, I mean, that's a hell of a track record when you think of the tens of thousands of flights every single day.
Yeah, one of
and
my
now
old boss,
And now we're, it's 46 close calls just last month. And the FAA has issued a response to the New York Times report. Yes, Roxanne.
Yes. So one of my old bosses, when I was an accountant, had this really great saying up on the wall. And it was basically, I wish I could remember it, but it was about the perfection required of pilots and air traffic controllers. And basically, if they can have perfection like that in their job, why can't you? You need to as well. So anyways, hopefully they have those signs around their offices as well.
Thanks for interjecting that. The FAA pledges to pursue a goal of 0 near-miss incidents and emphasizes that the U.S. aviation system is the safest in the world. The New York Times report reveals that there have been numerous near-miss incidents involving U.S. commercial airlines and a whole bunch just last month in July. We got a shortage of air traffic controllers. That's causing problems. The FAA also says they've hired over 1,000 new controllers this year, and they're actively looking to enhance every aspect of the air traffic system. Listen, our air traffic system should have been modernized like decades ago, and we're still operating on some old technology, so hopefully they can get better. Spacing can get better, more flights, more efficient, that kind of thing, and better safety. All right, speaking of air travel, and I'm about to shut things down and head over to TIA right now. And head north. But this also caught my attention. Spirit Airlines is going to pay up to $8.25 million in a class action lawsuit over little gotcha fees for the carry-on bags where they get you at the gate. Oh, no, that carry-on's too big. And like $100.
So you can't even bring a carry-on. You buy the carry-on, and then you buy the luggage you're going to check while you're booking the flight.
Yeah, so with some of these ultra low-cost airlines like Frontier and Spirit, obviously, they pioneered this in the United States. They charge you to check the bag, obviously. Right. Most airlines do, unless you're flying Southwest, or unless you have free bag status on some airline. But with Spirit, they charge you to carry on a bag. Don't they charge you if your bag needs to go into the overhead bin, right?
You can only bring a personal item. I just flew Spirit for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and I just had a backpack, and that was okay. But,
so you didn't have to pay for that?
Right, backpack was fine.
So the regular carry-on that just goes under the seat in front of you, they didn't charge you for that?
Right.
Because there are some airlines that even charge you to carry that on.
You're allowed a personal item, one personal item.
Those are like some of the foreign airlines. So one personal item free.
Right, mine was the backpack, and it went on fine.
Anything that would go in the overhead compartment, then they charge you.
They would have charged, and they stopped several people in the line and said, sir, ma'am, this isn't that.
That's not it.
Well, there you go.
But they get you.
So Spirit has agreed to pay up to $8.25 million to settle a class action lawsuit by passengers who said that the ultra low-cost carrier blindsided them with surprise carry-on bag fees on tickets that they bought through third-party travel services. Lawyers for passengers disclosed the deal on Wednesday in federal court up in New York and Brooklyn, and asked the judge to approve it. The class includes first-time Spirit flyers who book their flights through Expedia, Travelocity, Kiwi, Cheapo Air, Cheap Tickets, or Book It between August 2011 and May 2017. And I guess they didn't know about the extra baggage fee when you're carrying on, and then they get whacked with it. But also, was it Spirit where the gate agents were incentivized and got a that was Frontier.
Frontier, that's right.
Yeah.
They were actually
Remember?
getting kickbacks for pulling luggage.
Yeah, so Frontier gate agents, for every passenger that they would make pay a special carry-on bag fee, they got like $10 for every one. So if you're a gate agent and you're dealing with hundreds of passengers a day, dude, you can add hundreds of dollars to your paycheck every day. So of course they're going to try to screw over the passenger.
Every one of them, absolutely.
Without a doubt. All right, anything else before we get out of here today?
Packed show. Didn't get to a lot.
Oh, man, I'm looking at I got plenty of stuff for Monday. And, folks, I'm going to end just a few minutes early here because I got to go to the airport right now. And I got to park. And I got to go meet Chloe. And we're going to New York. So we're going to go take Julian to NYU. And then we're taking Chloe up to New Hampshire for her final semester. All right, folks. Have a great weekend. It's been a crazy day today. It's been a crazy week. We love having you along for the ride. If you need to get a hold of me at all this weekend, I'm MJ at MJMorningshow.com. Give me a follow on Instagram because I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of crazy crap during the travels this weekend. My Instagram is Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow, Certified MJ Radio, and my email is mj at mjmorningshow.com. Folks, have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you back here Monday on the MJ Morning Show, and let's be careful out there.